All right, good morning, everybody. If you can hear me all right, if you don't mind hitting that number 1, that would be good. Again, if the audio sounds okay, hit that number 1. Kyle, Greg, Philly, Nam, Travis, Fairchild, Raspberry, Yellow, Mambo, Luke, Rookie. All right, perfect. Got everything right here? I think so. All right. Well, very quickly, for those of you that watch us in the archive, if you want to have something to continue to watch in the archive, then got to help support the stream. Code Clay, all caps, with any of these prop firms is the way for you to do that. I recommend Take Profit Trader. I think they're kind of the king of the industry right now, whether you're a beginner, prop firm trader, or experienced. But at the end of the day, I do realize the experienced people might be empire building. You might want multiple prop firms, multiple accounts, all that sort of stuff. So here are some other prop firms that I do have a code with. And if you use it, you'll get the best deals. You'll save some money. And like I said, you can help support the stream. So I appreciate you consideration in doing that. All right. We are good to go. Well, good morning, everybody. It's Friday. Gotta get... It's the weekend. Who remembers that? Tell me the artist. I think Rebecca was her name. Anyways, it is Friday, March 20th. The year is 2026. And we're off to gold. Gold has kind of been what's catching my eye. There's nothing necessarily wrong with NQ right now, but NQ is kind of a whole lot of sideways. But I'm going to watch gold here out of the gates. Rebecca Black, thank you. But yeah, first reminder, if you've been here before, please hit that like button. As many of you tell me, Clay, I enjoy, but you got to remind us. So we're going to try to end the week strong, get to that 400 like mark. So like I said, if you are enjoying, or if you've been here before and you know you're going to enjoy, friendly reminder, hit the like button. If you've never been here before, I understand, no need to hit the like button because you don't know if you're going to enjoy. And welcome, by the way. It's great to have you. Okay. All right. Yes. Looking for a short here on gold. If it wants to come back up. I don't even know what that's... Yeah. I trade gold, but not enough to be able to do the quick math in my mind. Of how much risk that would actually be. So there we go. So looking to get short here at the red line. Stop is at the green line. But yeah, hopefully all of you are off to a good start to the day. And again, it is Friday. So from a mental health management standpoint, be careful. Don't ruin your weekend. And I'm also talking to myself. Clay, thank you for giving me the confidence, motivation to trade futures. I passed one test account and I'm $200 away from two passing. Very good. Thank you for using code Clay Rookie, and sounds like the racehorse model for you is well underway, so very good job. Congrats. I'm already done trading for the day. Going to keep my morning gains taking it. Just from today, Brian? Or did you not withdraw yesterday? How are all your days going, though? Red, green, terrible, great, fantastic, worst day ever. Blew an account, passed an account. Oh, bummer. Maybe a bounce down here on gold I'll keep an eye on. Just real quick, MNQ, I don't know. Is this the new range here for the next couple hours? I hope not, but even if it is, that's still a pretty big range. But like I said, right now, gold is a little bit more, doggone it. Just a little too slow on that. Pass to a test. I mean, if I actually cared about Ohio State basketball, that's kind of a cheap shot, Zooks. That's kind of a cheap shot. But I don't really care about Buckeye basketball. So, but yeah, if I did, that's kind of a low blow, brother. Not so good. Oh, you had a glitch? I did not notice any glitches today on Tradeovate. Okay, Champion, just because I don't let you get away with running your mouth here, you don't have to like default to all this stuff. We've asked for trade plans from you before. You can't give us trade plans. You sit there and just say all this crazy stuff. You got called out for being crazy, and now you're doing all this. So with that, all more to it. I'm sure you'll be back because you kind of seem like one of those weirdo people. But anyways. Yes. Definitely, a fraud by, displaying my 2 blown pro accounts yesterday. Yes, good call. Anyways, moving on. Dang, oh no, sometimes those ones, I want the sweet justice of the banhammer. But, so are people doing... Oh, I see, Brian. So are people just not doing that good, or do people just not want to interact? I ask how people are doing, and it's... Is it that bad this morning, or what's going on? It's okay if you're at a bad morning. We all have bad mornings. We've all been there. Travis had a glitch too? Or was that you? Who else said they had a glitch? Or is that the same person? Oh, no, Nero. Okay. Nero and Travis said they had a glitch. Okay. Yeah, that's NQ, and this is MGC. And I am right now looking for a potential short here. I hope Mantool shows back up. Jai, do you have any other past accounts, or do you only have one pro account? Hey, Baited Castaways. I recognize that name. Where have you been? Accidentally made 3,000. No, you're fine. There's no consistency rule on the pro account. Baited, assuming you're with Take Profit Trader, there's no consistency rule. So yeah, you don't have anything to worry about in that regard. There's a small glitch on. Okay, I just must not have been trading what was going on. Yeah, no, I don't think Man Tools is ever coming back. Oh yeah, I don't know then Baited Castaways. On Take Profit, again, this is just an example of why I love Take Profit Trader. There is no consistency rule in the pro account. So yeah, I have no idea. Maybe somebody else can speak into that. Good morning, Change. One pro and one test running, had a few in the past. Well, Jai, if you're feeling scared, why don't you just build up some more past test accounts first? So don't worry about trading the pro right now. Get some more resources stored away in the stable, and that way you can eliminate that fear of, if I blow this, I'm going to have to go through the test phase again. Because you'll know that you have some other past accounts waiting for you. Or in the racehorse, model, you have some other racehorses already in the stable. So that's what I would do, and that's kind of how not that I discovered anything new, but for me, that's what drove me to kind of trying to finagle the racehorse model. Because I also found myself kind of trading nervous and scared with the pro account, because I realized, okay, why am I trading? Okay, because I know that if I blow this, I have to go back through the test phase again, and I don't want to do that. So I've accidentally blown an account. Yeah, that's so true. For me, I have had some accidents work out in my favor, but I mean, if anybody was here for the classic, whoops, I bought 94 MNQs. I can't remember what that was. I thought you were done trading, Jimbo. Slippery, dude. Slippery. 1 minute you're done trading, now all of a sudden you're apparently break even for the day. Slippery, dude. You cannot... Philly's talking to somebody else. Hey, good morning, Snowman. So on the bigger picture here on gold... Holy smoke. Okay, when I say bigger, I mean like real big picture. We have this, overall bear pennant. So that's what I'm kind of wondering about and watching. Does this bear pennant get another break to the downside? We'll see what happens, but like I said, that's kind of what I'm eyeballing right now. They're not free. Well, yeah, what size? They're not free. Careful. You'd have to pay the activation on those. Do I take the short? Ooh, MNQ moving though. Okay, here we go. Again, I'd prefer to trade NQ, MNQ over gold, but MNQ has just kind of been sketchy. But okay, now we're getting some movement here. Q's low of day, roger that. Trade of 8 just logged you out? I mean, did they let you get back in or did it just refresh? My Freedom Lives had 3-week green day streak going off small base hits. Past pro account, then had a super quality green day last Friday. Was way too... oh. Yeah, we thank you for sharing that, Freedom Lives. We've had that conversation here before where that's one of the things that makes trading hard. You have to be confident. You cannot trade scared, but you can't be cocky. And where that line is between confidence and cocky, like I said, that is a challenge. And as you just again, thank you, Freedom Lives, for being transparent about that. But yeah, that's where cocky can. I mean, you said overly confident. I would just classify that as you got cocky. And I've been there too. I mean, even on the live stream, I've felt myself get cocky a couple times. I was able to, okay. Well, I don't know if I've ever had it where it just totally logged me out. I've had it like where it refreshes, but it keeps me logged in. So, all right, that's interesting. All right, so on this next candle, assuming it closes like this, if it immediately starts to come back down, I will grab a long down here. But if it comes up and then down, I'll have to reassess. All right, so this candle has less than 10 seconds. These are 2-minute candles, and that countdown timer is counting when the next candle starts. Oh, wow. Well, hold it. Okay. Okay, now I'm thinking maybe a short. Wow. Okay, yeah, come up. Come up. Or not. I will try a long down here. Put a stop down there. I was also potentially thinking a short right here, but it didn't really give up any setup that I wanted to work with. I'm on an iPad, maybe that. Oh, yeah. Seems plausible. What do you do when you wake up with a bad... I don't know. I don't know if I don't, Nas, I can't say that I've ever woken up and I'm like, I have bad and irresponsible intentions today. I can't say I ever, usually I wake up with somewhat of a positive attitude. So, but I mean, if I did, in theory, obviously theory is not the same as reality, but in theory, I'd just not trade for the day or else I'd go very small size. But Nas, if you have the ability to understand when you wake up with bad intentions, but you're still like, but I'm going to trade. I don't know. Just keep it super small size. Obviously, if you can, just don't trade at all. But if you're like, no, and I'm trading, well, just try to do lower size. Just to make sure once I pass the test at TPT, correct. Correct, rookie. Again, looking to get long here at the green line. Stop is the red line. See if it wants to, I guess I'm trying to play at this point a triple bottom. If we say that's bottom. But if you want to kind of clump these together and then clump these together, I guess I'm trying to play a double bottom, but no need to get hung up in the semantics of it all. Okay. Oh. I like. Come up. I just want to see it. All right. I might still have something to work with. Wow. This 21 EMA all of a sudden really doing work here. Ooh, gold. Ooh, that was kind of nasty on gold. Oh, no. Whoa, look at this fake breakdown. No. On gold, the trend line went from like 67 down to 48. On gold, that is an immense amount of wiggle room for profit. Like, I'm sorry, but I have zero sympathy for anybody that like shorted here and then somehow they're taking and losing trades or like, what are you doing? Like, at least scale out a little bit there, brother. CGC. What about GC? Dash? Dash. Relax, brother. Calm down. Take a deep breath, brother. I guess I can get this trade black in play here again. Still sore about... Well, I guess what was I supposed to see? Dash, you're like, see? See what? Are you saying see like the fake breakdown? What did you want me to see? I almost didn't trade today because I woke up with brain fog, but the setup was too good not to take. Well, I mean, this brings about the question. If I accept your premise that you had brain fog, then how can I trust your judgment that the setup was too good to take? If by definition you had brain fog, why do I keep saying frog? Brain fog. How do you know that was a good setup? You know what I mean? So I would go ahead and argue probably wasn't the best idea. Because it's kind of like, you know what I mean? Little, yeah. That we'll see if that's all right. We have maybe the top of the channel up here. I will try a short up here. Rejection. Now we have these highs, but we also have the purple line creeping down with this, the 50 period moving average. So if this is some sort of range, I'm just going to try to trade the range, brothers. I'm just trying to trade the range, brothers. The red line turns blue, I'm in. I'm going to get a little closer to the purple line there. Oh, are you going to just smack down over the overnight low? Come on, come back up. Trump, are you serious? Trump's talking? Can anybody confirm? Is Trump talking right now? Fine. I'm going to just... Apparently he's saying something that maybe... What's oil doing? Is oil dropping right now? A little bit of a pullback, but... Navy Awards ceremony. Oh, okay. Well, maybe he doesn't... Yeah, I guess you never know, but... So it's just, if it's something like that, I'm going to go back to trying to trade the range. There we go. There we go. So looking to get short at the red line. Stop is the green. Just trying to play the range. This seems as though we have kind of confirmation that this area down here is the range after this last move down and then bounce back up. But that's why with Clay, just trade the range. It's not as easy as that because part of trading the range is actually identifying the proper top of the range. Because as of now, on that move, I guess this right here was technically the top of the range. Okay. Stop talking. Now we have to go back to... I guess I'll leave those orders up there. Let's try the bottom of the range here. So buy. All right, let's see if it wants to come down here. And so there we go. I have orders set up on both sides of the range. The range is still hammering itself out. I don't know. I think there's already a range. Hey, Paulo. Range Rover traders. I mean, maybe. Trading the range is not easy. There's a lot that goes into it. I would say the most difficult part is trying to figure out the entry point. Like, where actually is the top of the range where you think it's going to get rejected? Right? Anybody that defined this as the top of the range or this as the top of the range, they didn't get filled on this rejection. Now, to be fair, anybody that did happen to define that as the top of the range, they got a great fill. Okay, here we go, maybe. So I'm trying to define this as what I think might be the bottom of the range. Here we go, maybe. Looking for the long. Close. Close. Gonna adjust it down. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Would I have been filled there? I would have been filled. Oh, no. Clay, did I just out-fancy myself? Yep, sure did. Sure did. I think I would have been filled there. Pretty sure I would have been filled there. Whoops. Sometimes you just overthink it. Yeah, you can. I mean, there's lots of range. There's lots of ways to play ranges. I'm just saying, trade the range is no easier than when somebody says, "Hey, just trade the trend," right? You might as well just tell people, "Hey, buy low, sell high." Oh, I got too fancy. Look at that. Did anybody be like, hey, Clay, that was a good entry point? Because I'm an independent thinker, I'm not going to change that. Is anybody long right now? Did anybody get long at that spot? Power of independent thinking. Yielded with a starter. Well, that's better than with nothing at all. Did you get in there, Paulo? Frank did. Well, Frank scalped out for his 1 point. There's no way Frank's still in. Like, if there is ever a guarantee in the market, I'll make the guarantee. There's no way Frank is still in this trade. Clay just too classy for NQ. No, I trade. Okay, yeah, I just got logged out over there. This is NQ right here. I'm not too classy for it. But I'm also not going to let my ego tell me that I'm some sort of fantastic afternoon trader. So I'm definitely not going to throw myself in an NQ during an environment where I'm not the greatest of traders. My problem is I buy high and sell low. Yeah. Thanks for being honest, Frank. You could have totally been like, okay, let me do a little fib here so I can't prove that he's right. Okay. Do I try a short here? I know we're kind of, I know, I'm just throwing myself into the chop here. Or do I think he wants to come down here and maybe test the, I'm going to try it. Kind of threw myself into the chop. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, brother. Let go. Come on. Push. Oh, beautiful candle. Come on. Deliver for me. Come on. Let loose. Let loose, brother. I'll take that scalpy scalp. Don't diddle in the middle. Well, per my premise, the middle is like right here. So I was diddling in the bottom half of the thing. Great, Pam. Glad. Good. Yeah, there's a lot of good conversation there. There's a lot of good quality traders, and egos are at a very, 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 very little amount. So yeah, the people have no problem kind of sharing what has worked, what doesn't work. So yeah, good. I'm glad you got some stuff out of it. Gold. What about gold? We've been watching gold. Yeah, I'm not seeing a whole lot right now, at least for me. I'm interested to see how this wants to behave at these lows once again. Uh-oh. Am I missing somebody's messages? What has... Oh. Hey, oh yeah. Hey, Janen, calm down. We'll get to gold. You don't have to say gold every other message, brother. I will try a long down here. Maybe another short right here, though. Yep, I'm going to try it. I'm in. Out there for a little $50. You want $50? $50 scalpy scalp. I'll take it. What up? That was a move at 9:30, huh? Oh, man, what even happened at 9:30? Oh, yeah. So I was bullish biased. The one thing that I'm glad about was my whole premise was this 8:30 break point. I was thinking, okay, 8:30 break could be a nice movement up. And thankfully, this one here did not come up and sucker me in. And then from there, yeah, there was never any confirmation. So I was wrong on the bias right there, but I was right on the entry method, meaning confirmation. So because I chose confirmation and I never got confirmation, I therefore never took the trade. Wow, I was thinking the same thing. Were you in the chat room this morning? Because I mapped all that out. Isn't Monday National Hamburger Day? That is a good question. Look at this channel, folks. Unbelievable. Just trade the range, Clay. I'm trying, brothers and sisters. Oh, is this another short? If it comes back down, it could be short here. Stop right there. It could be. Nope, never mind. It did not come back down this time. All right, I guess we're going back to the top of the channel here. Seeing if that wants to hold true. Now this is definitely the middle. So I'm not going to diddle here because this is what I would classify as the middle of the range right here. I mean, that's pretty. I mean, that's almost dead center. So yeah, in the spirit of don't diddle in the middle, I'm just going to observe. Hey, hit that like button if you're enjoying this in any way, shape, or form. It would be great if we could get up to 100 likes by the 30-minute mark. So if you're watching and you enjoy, find value, entertainment in any way, shape, or form, if you don't mind hitting that like button, it does help. So yes, we are right in the middle. And up. Is that candle not moving? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no, it's moving. It's moving. Okay. That was weird. I didn't think it was moving for a second. We had some juicy candles at the... Yeah. There was knife catchers got destroyed there. That was just a nice little rollover movement right there. And then again, knife catchers got destroyed. And then nice, that one made sense. Another to just continue the trend down. But now it's no longer real trending. It's just chopping right now. So I'll stick with the range until it proves to no longer be a range. Hey, good morning, Alex. It is Todd Pizza Friday. My family has been back in Michigan this whole week, so I've been in bachelor mode. I don't know if I ever brought that up. So I've been surviving on like bread and water, and just I'm barely surviving. But they are coming back today, so I don't know what time though. So the original plan was to get back in time for movie night, but I don't know if that's going to play out or not. All I'll say is me and Domino's have been good friends this week. I'm just going to leave it at that. Yes. I don't know. Do I just try the short here at the 50? It's technically not the top of the range, though. All right, I'm going to stay here. There we go. Looking for a short at the red line. Again, just trying to play the range. Domino's is closing a bunch of stores. Well, the one here where I live in my town just opened, so I would assume this one's not a threat of being closed. Oil's rolling over. I would personally just call that a pullback right now. Oh, this is looking kind of good. If you're getting short right now, I'm not calling you crazy at all. I'm not calling you crazy. I'm not even close to calling you crazy right now if you're short. But I'm going to stick with what I said. I said I wanted to play the range. That's the top of the range, so I'm going to stick with that. But if you were to tell me, Clay, I just got short, I'd be like, hey, man, I see the logic there. Not guaranteed to work, but I see the logic. Gold is, yeah, I don't know. Maybe gold's not entering into a sideways range, but oh boy, who's short right now already? Give me a 2 if you're already short. Give me a 2 if you are already short. Never see you use trailing stop. I'm thinking about trying it. I mean, I do use trailing stops, but okay. Well, I don't use when I'm moving my stop down, that is a trailing stop. But I know what you're saying. I'm not actually using like the function of a trailing stop within the broker, but like I do use trailing stops. Oh, wow. Carlos, Matt, Neil, Trucking, Milan, Frank. You're still in, Frank? Are you actually going to let this thing cook? Mambo, trash. Okay. There you go. Congrats. Congrats. Jimbo, you said you were done trading. Unbelievable. Guy tells me he's not trading for the week, and all of a sudden he's trading. I'm going to focus on social media this week, and then he's trading. Slippery. I tell you, slippery. I'm going to devote myself to social media and learning. Oh, I got it. Oh, okay. Never mind. No, screw that. Took scalp in the middle. I mean, yeah, this was a nice rollover. So that's what I mean. So top of the range. Okay, well, the previous top of the range was right here. This time, it didn't quite get there. So that's where these things aren't as easy as what some people make them appear. Yeah, that's where the best. Yeah, that's where the best thing is. Like somebody that manages stuff that knows nothing about trading. Then you know that their full devotion is towards that. I'm just here for Clay's community roast. Well, Blue Valley, we'll see what I can do. Okay, I will once again try a long down there. In the spirit of this just being a sideways range. So once again, this is the range. So, I mean, there's nothing really I can do right here because per my premise, if that's the range, which it is, I mean, we're basically right there, which is essentially middle of the range. So I don't want to diddle in the middle. So I got to wait right now, see if it wants to come on down. Who knows, Blue Valley? Maybe you'll be up someday. Maybe you'll be on the roaster. You never know. Time will tell. Yeah, Chuck Norris, crazy. 86 years old. That's a good run. 86, that's a good run. Ant scalping. I am short. Yeah, where are you short at? And where's your stop at? Chuck Norris. Yeah, I'm Chuck Norris's dad. All right, waiting down here for a long. Okay, well, Ant scalping next time, brother. Let us know ahead of time so we can follow your trade plan in real time. That's always way funner. I like trade plans that are documented as opposed to trust me, bro trade plans, right? Trust me, bro. It's like, okay. But those trade plans that are set before us ahead of time with the 3 numbers, oh, brings a tear to my eye. Thing of beauty. Yeah, I don't know when he turned 86. I just saw in the headline that he was 86. 10-point stop loss is legit long term. What? I'm not sure what you mean by that. What do you mean a 10-point stop loss is long term? I have done frisbee golf or disc golf, whatever you call it. Clearly, I'm not an avid player, given I don't even know what to. Yeah, I'm kind of hit or miss with the frisbee. Why I can throw like a baseball or a football, but then a frisbee is I don't know. Ooh, yeah, that he 80. Yeah, that's deep there. Took that scalp short trade. All right, good job. Five start trading. Come on down. See, this is what range traders just. You have to be so patient for range trading. I don't know if I'm patient enough. Because you can be patient enough, and then it just blows down through everything. You're like, oh, great. So I was patient for that. Fantastic. Maybe. We are forming a triangle. Yeah, I don't see any triangles right now. I see a sideways range. Not saying a triangle does not exist. I'm just saying if it does exist, I don't see it. Hey, good morning, Sky Mountain. Again, trying to get long at the bottom of the channel. Seeing if this green line wants to get hit or not. I really hope this one doesn't. That's got to be a huge tilt point for range traders, is they wait a huge amount of time. So they wait 30 minutes and then their trade lasts 30 seconds because it gets filled and stops them out because like there's just a big breakdown. Ooh, whoa. Okay, who said what? Who said what? Okay, this is news. This is news something. What's oil doing? Oil dropping. So here's oil. Somebody said something good. So somebody said something, I guess, bad for oil, which would be good for us as consumers. Okay. Clay, why didn't you play the top of that range? How did you know not to play the top of the range? Well, when a candle like that shows up, for me, I'm gonna just take a step back for a second. Okay, well, what did Trump say? So that was definitely there was something said, or wow, oil right back up. I faded that move. Whew. You got cojones, brother. President Trump was stunned to learn last week that U.S. intelligence. Yeah, Nam. I'm not sure that's what would have sparked anything. It's bad news. Well, I mean, I'm just saying it's a matter of perspective. For oil, it was bad news because oil was dropping. For NASDAQ people, it was good news because NASDAQ was going up. So it's bad news. You got to be a little bit more specific in that claim. News is a matter of perspective, right? One trader's turd is another trader's gold bar. Well, whatever it was, I guess kind of like false alarm because we dropped right back down. Alrighty then. Wow, okay. I'm going to pretend like I didn't read that, Ty. Yeah, I mean, anybody that bought the breakout of the range, unless they were a scalper, yeah, they definitely just got cooked. I was long on that move up. Okay, so that's sarcastic. Well, I guess where did you get long would be the question. If you got long here, I'm assuming you're being sarcastic that you bailed early. If you got long right here, yeah. Qatar's GDP to drop 9% because of oil attack. Yeah, I don't know. Well, whatever it was like the market reacted one way, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh, okay, never mind. Miscalculation, and then back down it went. Oh, yeah. And then we'll have the crowd that's like, well, it's triple witching day. That's because of triple witching. So, like I said, everybody's got an explanation of why something happens, which is why I love charts. Because charts are never going to tell you the why, but they are going to tell you what we care about as traders. Is that something is happening, and it's telling us it's showing us what the price is actually doing. I don't know. Triple witching is when like a bunch of different things expire contract-wise. There's futures contracts expiring today, options contracts expiring today. A bunch of milk is expiring today, so make sure you sniff it before you pour it in your cereal. Do I try? I don't know. This seems... Maybe the range holds up here. When you see this sort of enthusiasm back to the downside on this bigger volume, it has me a little sketched out, but gold, can we get follow through? Ooh, gold is moving, huh? Let's hop over, take a look at gold again. Eek, that cooked some people. Oh boy, yeah, that 5-minute MNQ is looking pretty spicy right now. I'm going to try a short here on gold if it wants to come back down. Looking to get short at the red line here on gold. Well, as it just keeps moving up, never mind. I don't know, is this now going to be this former support now going to be an area of resistance? I'll take a swing at it. 3 MGCs. So I don't think it's anything too crazy. And gold is not really my bread and butter, but I'll trade it. Okay, I'm in. Now, if this thing goes straight back up, this is not going to be pleasant. But I think the odds are in my favor that it doesn't go just straight back up. I think there will be at least a couple of pullbacks along the way. So I don't need this thing to necessarily revisit the lows. Okay, we're going to do this game where I'm not sure. Okay. I'm adding more there. Come on, 21 EMA, do your job. I did add. Come on down now, brother. Smack it. Spank it. Put a couple of targets there. Come on. Come on. Hit me there. There we go. Thank you, brother. Let's make sure this is a winning trade now. So at break. Hey, somebody. Thank you, Cletus. Cletus is spanking them bulls. Okay, maybe not. Okay, I'm about to get stopped out. Okay. Fine. Fine. I was hoping we were just going to get. Okay, of course, yes, yeah. We all hope for this, right? I was hoping one of these would show up, but more realistically was hoping for maybe just, something like that. But no, they decided to snap back up. I was getting ready to just, what I was getting ready to yell. Ooh, that was dirty. Well, I played that one about as well as I could have. Okay. Well, Clay, technically, you could have just removed the entire position right there. Okay, you're right. Just reply to your email, Bill. Yeah. See? This is back to, I don't know. I think gold is more of the exciting thing to be trading right now. Maybe next trade on gold up around. Here. So what I did is I didn't want to be biased by anything here. That is not, is that a horizontal line? That does not look horizontal to me. No, that's definitely got an angle to it. So what I'm doing is I'm only looking at this part of the chart. I don't want this area over here, which I'm not looking at. I don't want this area to bias where I put this line. So I'm trying to look right now at the clump. And I think this is the best clump right there. Now I'm going to look and see how, ooh. And now I look to see and look at that. Okay. So I think this yellow line is a decent area. So that's where I'm looking for my next potential short up around that yellow line. Hey, lose here. Tilted so hard and lost 1K on my first trade. Oh. I believe when they say after consecutive payouts, you will chase it again. Yeah, well, it sounds like you're learning trades by Zai, and that's the name of the game. Yeah, thank you, David. Thank you. Appreciate that. No. Actually, no, I take that back. I am his dad. Okay, here we go. Oh, do I just get short at the... Again, 50 period simple moving average. We had this earlier with MNQ. The 50 period simple moving average got in the way. Remember this one right over here? Right here. It got in the way and then shoved it back down. Is it about to do that here on gold? Oh, this is where I always struggle because I made the commitment for the top of the area up here and then... So once again, like I said last time, if you are in short right now, I don't think you're crazy at all. 275 long. What are you trading? Oh, this. Okay. We're going to keep an eye on MG. Oh, that purple. Again, fit. I know everybody thinks, well, EMA. Look at this. This is the 50 SMA, brother. Don't forget about those simple moving averages. Don't forget about them. Back to 10:30 a.m. Could be a bear trap like that. I mean, maybe. I don't know who is setting the trap, but I guess. Hey, Di. I know I go back and forth. Sometimes I call you D, sometimes I call you Di. What is it? Is it Di or D? It's got to be Di, right? NQ wicks are something today. Yeah. NQ, MNQ is... Well, hey, congrats. Did anybody get short there? Give me a 2 if you got short gold right around there. Putin would halt intel to Iran. Oh, nice job. Hey, Floyd. Did you see gold today? No, I haven't seen gold at all today. I have not seen gold at all today. Why? What is gold doing right now? But no, I have not seen gold at all today. Not even like a little bit. Nope. What actually is the ticker symbol on gold? Nope. Why? Have you been watching gold today? I haven't. You should take a look. Yeah, maybe I will. We'll see what happens. Gold down $60. Wow, who cares? I mean, with all due respect, Snowman, have you ever traded gold before? Down 60 on gold? Dude, come on. I mean, I realize all the single guys are going to find this so cringe, but something changes when you get a family. Like, I know this is cringe, but I just got the text from, look at that. Look at that family. Code Clay, feed some hungry kids. Code Clay, all caps, feeds hungry kids. Right there. Yes, the kids are mine that you feed. I know. Dude, get back to trading. I know. I would have been saying the same thing at 18 years old. Nobody cares about your family, bruh. Let's go do some deadlifts. I know. But I'm telling you, once you get a family, something changes. Something changes. Why would I be Mormon? Maybe I'm like the people that built this country, you know? Back the people that moved here, you know, that had big families. Maybe I'm like them. What a dented thing to say. For those of you that have the big... Now, again, I won't go there. Oh... Well played, Blue. He had to throw in the word lovely. You can't cook somebody that throws the word lovely in there. Can't do it. You need to hurry up. My youngest has 7. Dang, good job. Yeah, the guy I'm co-contracting the new house build with. His wife, I think was it Monday? Yeah, Monday just had number 9. Just got my 20-year-old onto code. Hey, thank you. Thank you, Elusive. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's great. He'll have a good mentor in you, Elusive Lens. Very good mentor in you. Goodness. MNQ. Like, I feel a little weird, so focused on gold, but look at this thing. That's rough. All right, see, Black Sheep. He can relate. Again, I'm not mad when I showed that picture. If you thought it was cringeworthy, if you're getting all upset, I get it. I would have thought the same thing. But something changes. Is this thing about to let loose? Back to the downside. I mean, again, if this is the channel, I would say the channel more so on gold. I would probably classify, yeah, I don't know, somewhere down around here. Maybe I should probably go with that. So we are kind of right in the middle, but I don't know. Is this thing about to let loose back to the bottom of the channel? Maybe. Most people would rather trade than have kids. Well, I mean, I'm going to have to see some sort of empirical data on that one. Oh my. Yeah, look at this. Look at that big old hammer candle. Yeah, if this thing comes down here, I'm definitely going to try like a double bottom on gold. This was on big volume. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Now, what I just showed you was the GC chart, but GC, MGC, they're basically the same thing. Career first, then kids. Yeah, I'm going to have to, I'd say that's a little backwards. I'm starting to think I should start smoking. I mean, with that logic, Zooks, I mean, you might as well just head to Home Depot, go down the floor, you know, the chemical aisles, and buy a beaker set. I think I would make the argue, if you want a good incentive and a good motivator, kids are good for that. I know. Crazy how that works, Clock. Kind of wild. Kids are fun if you're the dad. Don't buy it all at one place. Why not? In my mom's base. That's true. That's true. And you want to be able to smell it because you would not be able to tell, is that my experiment or is that mom's meatloaf she's cooking for me upstairs? Yeah, they do. Yeah, they give purpose. Yeah, they do a lot of stuff. They're also going to wipe my butt when I'm old, so... That's what I keep telling my daughters. Are you excited to change my diapers someday? Ew, Dad. What? What? Short 302. What am I even on right now? I'm losing track of what I'm on. All right, I'm still on gold. Yeah, that's right. Word from advice from the best in the business. Don't get everything at one place. Yeah, but what happens if that one place has the best deal? That's a deep question there, Krager. That is true. You start in diapers and you end in diapers. That is true. Yeah, use code Clay for your diapers. You trade in the deal for your free. Lou, you're talking in too much mystery right now. I'm not sure what you're trying to get at. You might be making a brilliant point. I'm just saying I don't understand the point right now. I'd like to, though, so I can, I mean, like I said, you may be making a very deep philosophical point. I can't use TPT because I'm in Ghana. Oh, sorry to hear that. Hey, Dean. I told my parents and in-laws they're going to be like Willy Wonka grandparents. Just pure candy, pure sugar. You asked, what if the one spot has the best deal? You trade in the deal for your free. Yeah, but I'm not sure what you're saying. What if the deal is freedom, though? Like, what if there's a place and the deal they're offering is freedom? You know? Calling it a day. Going to watch some March. I keep forgetting March, man. Yeah, I am so disconnected from the sports world these days. Oh, okay. All right, Lou. I wasn't sure if you were like making some sort of point. I'm like, okay, what's Lou cooking? What are you cooking over there? But I got it. You're just joking around. Fair enough. Oh, I think so we do have, if we use this as the upward trend line and then we use, this. I mean, there is a bull pennant here, but I don't know if I really trust that bull pennant given just the sloppy nature it's kind of forming in. What's MNQ up to? This is brutal. Chop, 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 chop. I should have booked profit. Hour MACD down. Roger that. Chop suey, yeah. I mean, I'm wondering, is that a long right here? Long first target right here, and then maybe that's like the ideal situation, but I don't know. I mean, that might be very realistically could come up here and then chop right back down. Do you have any ETA on when you're going to be home? Question mark. Ooh, gold's coming. Gold's coming down. Okay. Nobody panic. Nobody panic, okay? I'm going along there. Stop is right there. Yeah. Let's see if we can get something here on gold. MGC, that is. Not doing GC. Price action. I mean, it depends on a point of view. The range traders would highly disagree with your conclusion price action is crap. Range traders are really, really enjoying today. But as somebody that's not really a range trader, but can if I need to, yeah, I'm agreeing with you. But not everybody's us, brother. Diddle in the lower middle. No, I think this is... Yellow line is technically what I'm defining as the bottom of the range. So technically I'm looking for a little bit of a fake breakdown of the range. But I do understand maybe some people are like, no, Clay, that's the bottom of the range. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Ooh, and then there... Oh, okay, never mind. Let's just let this... All right, looking to get long at the green. Okay, just want to move that down a little bit more. All right, here we go. Maybe. Come on, gold. It looked like this was... Ooh, it did. It did break up through what I pointed out here. So maybe, is this the break up to... Like I said, there is this kind of like ascending triangle here. Oh, is gold come? This is terrible right now. I feel like I'm back with stocks. all over the place, watching a million things. Okay, got to stick with gold for now. I don't want to miss an entry. Like I said, one of the great things about futures, one of the things I love the most is, unlike stocks, I don't run scans. I don't have to wake up, read that. I'm doing it. I know what I'm going to trade every day. However, now with gold, oil, and MN, or the NQ, now I'm hopping between 3 things, which I understand. Dude, as a stock trader, I look at like 30 things. Yes, but that's the point. That's one of the nice things I enjoyed getting away from. Let me know your thoughts on this. But as a futures trader, do you really think that? Okay, I can't talk right now. Okay, close. All right, that's what I wanted, so I got to move my stop down more now. Oh, got so close, didn't hit me, though. All right, let's... Oh, so close, yet so far away. But how many monitors do you think are actually needed for a futures trader? I suppose, in theory, you could still need like 6 monitors because you're watching a whole bunch of time frames for the same exact contract. But I don't know. Is that... I'm not sure. Did he start today? Question mark. No, affiliates can't use your code. I think I might just hop in here, which is probably not advisable, but all right, let's see what happens. Oh, I only got 1? I got a partial fill of 1. Doggone it. All right, fine. I'll just take that. Oh, that could have been so nice. How much did I make on that? 41? And that was with 1 contract. So I made $41 with 1 contract. I wanted 3. So what's 41 times 3? Let's see. That's 120. So 123. I could have made 123 bucks on that. Doggone it. Doggone it. Yeah. No, I think it was today, Elusive Lens. A cup of coffee. Where do you live? I have 12 screens. You mean you have 12 tabs? When I hear a screen, I think of like an entire monitor. You don't have 12 monitors, right? You mean you have 12 tabs? Oh, I guess that's what you're saying. I have 12 screens, comma, of tabs I have to switch to. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, maybe a short here. Oh, look at that, right off of it. Can't believe I got the partial. And that makes a difference because I would have scaled out. So I'd like to think I'd still have at least 1 contract left. Oh my goodness. They started digging today. I didn't hear anything about that. I'll have to come over and get some pictures. Well, that's exciting. Boom! Ground is officially broken. And like normal, contractors are, they're good. If you're in the trades, you have a skill set. Do not get me wrong. All I'm saying is communication is not always your best form of skill set. It would have been nice to have known. I guess I assumed incorrectly that because today was supposed to be like a best case scenario. Like don't count on me starting Friday, but if my other project goes well, I'm going to start on Friday. Thank you for those of you that are letting me know about the range. Yeah, let's try a short here. Thermal. No, that'd be my thing. Like, I'm not mechanically inclined, but I as a dork, as a former process engineer, I like to set up like the systems and all that. So I'd like to think I could set up a great system that would give people good communication. Gold moves up nicely. Should we join the bulls? Abdul, I'm waiting for you, man. What do you think, brother? What am I doing here? I'm getting short there, yeah. That's kind of a... Okay, looking for a short at the red line here. Stop the green. And this is why I hate flipping back and forth, but let's go check. Ooh, this looks good, though, for a short right here on gold. See, I hate this. I hate this. Now there's all these choices. What do I do? You were yes. Well, technically, I'm a welding engineer by degree, but then within that sphere, I was what I would have been called a process engineer. Okay, here we go. Maybe kind of, sort of. Looking to get short here. Stop that red line up there. You're a chemical engineer? Oh, dude, you are so much smarter than me. Holy smokes, you are smart. I had to take, I think, 2 chemistry classes. It's just like just part of, I don't remember the terms. Like you're like all engineers had to take at least 2 chemistry classes. Oh my goodness. And you're oh, bless your heart. Stupid, see? But look at the guy's name. He's a very smart guy, but he agrees with me on the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. Dude, you are probably the smartest guy in the room right now. Freaking chemical engineer. Unbelievable. Did you have to take organic chemistry? Or is that just like medical people? Do chemical engineers have to take OChem? What if we have a bunch of ENs here? What are ENs? Oh yeah, organic 1 through... I've never taken OChem, but like I know that at least in the medical field, and probably even in the field, like those are like weed out classes. Oh, so you say you want to do XYZ in the medical field. Well, let's see if we can weed you out first. What if we have a bunch of... Well, again, I am an engineer, but I am also... I am objective enough to realize that, like, chemical engineers, that is no joke. Because... Let me put it this way. Chemical engineers have to take OChem. OChem, organic chemistry, is used to beat the crap out of people and knock people out of medical programs, right? Those classes that are known as weed, they're trying to weed people out. Your brother's a chemical engineer. Yeah, your brother's a very smart guy. Now, let's all make sure we all being books, and I'm not saying this is you, simple trading, but it could be. But just because somebody's super book smart, like a chemical engineer, they may have the worst common sense known to mankind. Just graduated working to get my P for fire protection engineering. Cool. Yeah, electrical engineering, another one, very tough. But yeah, biomedical engineering, chemical engineering, those might be the 2 that are like, okay, you're on another level. You're on another level. Oh, Floyd, that sounds terrible. Again, I'm trying to get short up here. Did I choose wrong? Should I have gotten short? Kinda. I mean, it did come down, but I would have thought maybe with a little bit more enthusiasm. If he's not using a prop firm, he will be soon, because he'll look at that math and be like, okay. Well, I just remember at school, like freshman year, like survey, I'm going to be a nurse. I'm going to be an engineer. I'm going to be this. I'm going to be that. And let me put it this way: by the time you got to the end, it was not nearly the amount. And even at Ohio State, I still remember. So you went through, like, before you got into the program itself, you had to do all your calculuses, blah blah blah. So those were weeding out classes. But when I was at Ohio State, they still did quarters, not semesters. But the first quarter was brutal. I still remember that one class was like, yeah, these homework assignments, you'll have at least like 20 hours into them. And we're all like, what are you talking? That was not a joke. It was brutal. But then the next quarter, the teacher was like, one of them was like, okay, we're not saying that you can, I mean, everybody here has to keep trying, but we're now pretty much in a holding pattern. In other words, we've kicked the crap out of you. We've tried to weed out who we wanted to weed out. And based on the fact that you're still here, again, you still have to make an effort. You still have to try, but we're more so in a holding pattern. And from there, it was. Again, I mean, it still required time and homework and blah, blah, blah. But there was that phase where they pretty much admitted, okay, you survived. We'll tone it down a little bit. You probably should have went to Penn State. Well, maybe, but then I would have been out-of-state tuition. What do you think about the difficulty of discrete math? I don't think I ever had to do this. The highest math I did was just one class of differential equations. You lived in Michigan and went to that school. Well, no, I grew up in Ohio. But my beautiful blonde wife happens to be from Michigan. Wait, do I still have this order out over here? Holy, see, this is so dangerous. Okay, at least I had to stop. I totally forgot about these orders over here. All right, overnight low is the resistance right now. That is certainly what's kind of been punching this in the face. NQ looking juicy. Maybe this is a long. Do I try a long here? I'm going to try a long for this. Did I miss it? Don't chase. I'm doing it. All right, I'm in. I kind of chased. I kind of chased at the top of a range, and if this thing dumps on me, it'll be well-deserved. But it did seem like all of a sudden it was maybe wanting to pop up. I got plenty of wiggle room on the day, which is why I was willing to maybe get a little spicy, but we may be getting an example of why you don't necessarily want to. No, it's not like this was a terrible chase, but put out a couple targets there just in case there's some kind of snap upwards. Come on. Come on. I mean, we do have finally got a breakout of this area, so I'm feeling better about it. It doesn't mean it's going to work, but we are still at the top of a range. So I am technically looking for a range breakout when it very well just be another range rejection. So if you fully disagree with this trade that I took, I can understand where you're coming from. But I still think there's a chance. Dude, I am a chart engineer, and I am going to be a millionaire being my own boss. Okay. Come on. Just as an FYI, though, the market's your boss now. You can never get away from not having a boss. What do you mean the market's my boss? Well, try not listening to the boss. Try not listening to your trade plan. Try not listening to your risk control rules, aka your boss. See what happens. It's not good. Yeah, and come on. Come on, push up there. Come on. Push. Push. This is worrisome. It seems like it should be wanting to find some momentum, but I'm just trying to be patient with it. Trying to be patient. Trying to be patient. Come on, at least hit that first target. At least hit the first target. Thank you. Okay, let's make sure this is now a winning trade. So my stop is in green. In case there's a breakout. So this next is just the high. In case it double tops, I'll take another one out right there. In case it double... Don't double... Okay, at least hit me. Okay, good. Now if you want to double top, that's okay, I guess. But there we go. Put my stop right there. Put a couple more targets. Come on, keep breaking out, brother. Keep coming up. Again, I can't look at gold right now. I'm on MNQ, but yeah, gold. Oh, gold does have... Oh, hey, somebody. All right, here we go. Just let me cook, okay? Just let me cook. Let it cook. All right. You know, whatever. Let's let this thing cook. Let's play ball. There's my stop. Next target, 200 period moving average. I'm gonna play ball, okay? Give me a 1 if you're in here long with me right now. Who's long? Give me a 1. Are you serious? Well, I guess I should have left my stop where it was. Oh well. Oh well. I try to give that thing plenty of wiggle. I mean, it was still a winning trade. Don't get me wrong, but... Okay, well, let's take a look at gold, though, real quick. Ooh, we're almost at the top of the range. Okay, maybe a trade here on gold. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do, pig. All right, looking for a short at the red line. Stop is the green line. Trading gold here. Or trying to trade gold. Okay. Ah, what? Look at that. How did you not fill me? I don't like it. I don't like it. Would I have been filled there? I don't know. This is looking kind of... Did I enjoy? Yeah, calculus was, it wasn't terrible. Differential equations, though, I had no idea what was going on. I think, yeah, Fourier series, yeah. Fourier series, I don't remember anything about them, but I remember them being kind of fun. Fourier series. Yeah, these things. Again, don't even ask me what this stuff means anymore, because I don't know. Yeah, that stuff, I remember actually, and that those things are kind of fun to solve, but don't ask me to do it anymore. I have no idea. I will say, the best thing about calculus is you get to draw a bunch of cool symbols. Hey, thank you, Bronco. Hey, oh, that's your dad? You got a good dad. I like your name though, Bronco Burner. Well, I guess the top of the range would. I still don't know if I'd have been filled there. Would I have been? I don't know. I don't think I would have been filled anyways. It was about as close as you could get to being filled, but I don't think I was filled. Oil's popping. Too much to look at. Oh yeah, oil's got a little bit of a move here. What's MNQ up to now? All right, are we about to start a slow grind? I don't know. For curiosity's sake, let's just throw this out here, and I don't know. First time on the live stream. I mean, yeah, because I started the stream like right around here. So yeah, it's been basically all chop the entirety of the live stream, except now we're getting some movement. So now, is it sustained movement or is this just going to drop right back into the channel? That's the question on my mind right now. Ooh, gold looking sketchy now. Yeah, gold as of now, I would say, is just continuing to respect the range. Yeah, right up here at, I don't know, we'll call it 581. That definitely seems to be the main resistance area. What school you went to? I went to Ohio State. Excuse me, the Ohio State University. A long, long time ago. As in, I guess 20 years ago is when I graduated. I graduated in 2006. Holy smokes! All right, I don't want to think about it. Sometimes they suck you in. Who is they, and what are we being sucked into? Abdul, this is all the same account down here. So these are NQ trades. This is MNQ, and then that is MGC. Angel, do you know Floyd? Oh, they must know each other. Let's see. Do I want to try a short here? Again, high right here, and I have a straightforward stop right above there. All right, D-Gens, I'm done for the week. Yeah, hey, have a good one, Zach. Dude, in Iowa tomorrow. Okay, so for those of you that are on the live stream, Monday it was, I don't remember. It was snowing outside, windy, blah, blah, blah. Tomorrow, high of 90. 90. Sunday we had basically blizzard-like conditions. Snow everywhere. In fact, I-80, which goes across the middle of Iowa, was like shut down. Because of it was like vision was dunzo. So we went from blizzard-like conditions, blowing snow everywhere on Monday to now in the same week on Saturday a high of 90. Crazy. I got stranded in Ames. Yeah, oh yeah, exactly. It was rough. All right, maybe a short here. I want to see how it behaves up at the high right here. In fact, we'll map this out so you can kind of, and for my sake too, visually watch this. Okay. Like maybe try to play a little bit of a double top right here. We'll try a short at 378. Oh, other reduction. Yeah, these have become interesting levels maybe soon. 200 period simple moving average and the VWAP right there. Gold now seems much better. Yeah, gold's been pretty good the past couple of days. I'd agree with that. But then gold does, it's just, I don't know. Gold's a little goofy. The friggin' options flow trying really hard to pull this market up. Option, yeah. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, gold, I'll bring that over now because we were just looking at it. But yeah, on the 5 minute here, gold is right now attempting, I'm not attempting, it is It has broken through the top of the channel. What it's now going to have to attempt to do is stay above. Right? It's been above before. So there was a green candle that was above there. There's a green candle. So yeah, moving forward, it'll be interesting to see if the price can actually maintain this breakout or if it's going to drift right back in there. But yeah, gold is showing some progress right now. Hey, Andre, what's up? Oil might be in play right now. Oh, you guys are going to drive me nuts. I can't look at all this stuff. I know it's only 3 contracts, but I feel like I'm having flashbacks to the stock days. I don't know. Do I try a long here? Kind of. Maybe. Okay, gold. Gold looks like it is going to, that 5-minute candle is going to close up above that range. We'll see if it can build from there. Racehorse theory. Racehorse model, I think is what you mean. It's not a theory anymore. Stabled my newly acquired pro and I'm working. There you go. I like it, Mark. Okay, so just noticing this, but a break here could be an interesting level, and maybe it is, but just one FYI. If the price does break above there, over here on the 5-minute, we have the 50-period moving average right here looming overhead. So not saying that's a guaranteed rejection point, but that could be one of those areas where on the 2-minute, it breaks out, and then it gets smacked right back down. People are like, well, what in the world? Well, yeah, the 50-period moving average on the 5-minute might smack it back down. So just kind of one of those levels to keep an eye on. Maybe look for a short on MMQ. MQ or MNQ? I've never heard of, I'm assuming that's a typo. Yeah, comma. I'll head over there immediately after the live stream. My wife's like, wait, what? They started already? Like, yep. What's that burning smell? I don't know. What'd you eat last night, Floyd? Good job, Nathan. I might try a long here. Bounce up off of, I don't know, I don't love it. We'll give it a go. I'm in. Long. See if it wants to bounce off of the overnight low, that pink line, and then the 21 EMA right there. All right, there we go. Target number 1 hit. Let's make sure this is a winning trade at this point. Put my stop right there. And then let's see if we can get some more uppage. Put up my next couple of targets there. It'd be nice to at least get this one too. I'd consider that one just kind of a bonus, but I'd really like to at least get that one. That'd be nice. Come on. Come back up. Again, it'll be a green trade, so My only stress right now is just worrying, hey, how big of a green trade is, which is a fun stress to have. The how much money am I going to make stress? I like that one. Because, again, I don't know how high up this wants to go. Therefore, logic says I don't know how much money I'm going to make. Come on. Like I said, I would like to at least hit that one. That'd be nice. Hello? Huh? Thank you. All right. Fantastic. I suppose just in case there's a spike, I better throw another one out here. So I have up, just in case there was a double top, I want to take one out here in the event there is a double top. Come on. Mattis, I don't use this over here. That's just other people. That's called the DOM, the depth of market. A lot of people enjoy it, so I have it on there for their sake. But yeah, I don't look over at it or anything like that. Keep coming up. Okay, preferably don't double top. There we go. All right. So even if you double top now, that's, again, not what I necessarily want, but let's get my stop up right there. So now, worst case, I'm making about 13 points on these final two. You know, why not? Why not just go for that one on this? You know what? I'm going to give it wiggle room. I'm giving it plenty of wiggle room. Today, the theme is wiggle room. The first one, I definitely, I gave it wiggle room and then I got stopped out. So I'm like, wow, I left a lot on the table. But you know what? We're going to play ball. I'm giving it wiggle room. My friend, I literally just explained. The DOM is because some people like it. So it's there for their sake. Come on, Karan. Come on, brother. You got to, come on, brother. Tap the fifth. Oh, I totally forgot about that. You're right. Shame on me. So right there, surprise, surprise. If you were here, I talked about that purple line, right? 50 period simple moving average. So there it is. Rejected right off of it. Coming down. Ooh, look at gold. So gold. You're about to get stopped out here, maybe. And how did I not get stopped out? Wow, okay. Oh yeah, I guess technically it didn't quite hit me. That 50 period simple moving average. Stupid thing. Now, obviously, if you're a short and you took a short right there, that thing, I mean, you're about to send that thing a Christmas card. Yeah. The key battle for me is if this grind is really going to continue, gotta get up through there, which I mapped out ahead of time, that 50 period simple moving average. It's gotta push up through that. So actually, we'll watch it right now in the 5 minute. Let's do this. Let me bring up the 5. So there you go. Here's the 5 minute. Here's the 2 minute. So on the 5 minute right here. So here's the 5. This is the 2 minute. There we go. Come on, get through that purple line. Do it. Get through that purple line. I mean, I'm not really expecting it to, but if it does, that'll be some nice frosting on the cake. I don't know what saying I'm trying to do. It'll be some nice butter on the biscuit. There we go. Come on, get back up. Oh, so close. So close. Okay. Again, on the 2 minute, this line right here, this red line right there, that's representing my stop. Hanging in by a thread. Hey, Versace. Okay, I'm getting kind of bored. Like, can you either stop me out and make her move? I really don't. Okay. I preferably make a move, but this is not looking good. All right, stopped out. All right, well, there we go on that one. Nice little trade. Hit that like button if you're enjoying. Every little like helps. All right, back to the drawing board. Let's see what else we can cook up here. Oh, wow, I got one like. Okay. Oh, there we got some more. Hey, Jim. That's an interesting name. Jim Jones. You're not gonna offer me any Kool-Aid, are you, Jim Jones? Because I'm gonna have to respectfully say no thanks. Oh wow. Okay, maybe another long here. All right, have a good one, rookie. I'm leaving my parents' house today, Clay. Gonna live in my car. Why? All right, maybe a bounce up off this trend line here. Right back here to this, I got long, what, right around here, I think? So I don't know, maybe another try. And I'm going to try a long right here. Got a couple of lows right there. Also have the 50 period simple moving average. Close. Close. No, that was the move I wanted. Going down symphony. Did that one guy say yet why he's going to go live in his car? Oh, I do app deliveries, and on this side of Florida, it's just dead. So I need to grow. So I'm going to, okay, and you're going to continue on with the app deliveries or the food deliveries? Is that what you're saying? And gold also got rejected up off of that. That's 50 period simple moving average. So yeah, the 50 period on gold over here, again, that purple line, 50 period simple, not an exponential, 50 period SMA, rejection there. And then as we already pointed out on the MNQ, also rejected it there. Yeah, because here I make like 80 bucks a day, and if that other page you can make $200 to $400 a day. Gotcha. Well, just don't park your car someplace you're not allowed to sleep overnight at. Are there any other, just thinking out loud with you, are there any other skill sets you could get yourself that might pay you more than $200 to $400 a day? Like, I don't know. Could you learn a trade? Not to trade, but like learn a trade, like plumbing, electrician, something like that. Well, we do have the breakdown of the trend line, but I don't know if it, for some reason, it's just, I'm not getting bearish vibes. That could be very, very wrong on my part, but I don't like any other thing. Oh, okay. I don't like any, well, I mean, and I say this all due respect. It's not really about like what you like. It's about what's going to help you quickly get to the end goal, right? Like I didn't like doing roofing in college, but like, okay, this is paying good money. So every summer when I was back home from college, I did that. So you know what I mean? I don't know if, but seems like you got yourself a plan. Seems like you got yourself a plan. So just keep grinding, man. Keep on grinding. Imagine trading is your only way of income. Yeah, well, you're not going to be a trader for long. Why are you assuming I'm using the EMA? As a user of SMAs, I'm kind of offended that everybody just jumps to the conclusion that it's EMAs. I'm offended. Well, the vibes are wrong. I'm sitting there like, I don't know, the vibes don't feel very bearish, and now we're getting a nice red candle. So, yeah. Yeah, I think we have some tick chart traders here. Whoa, hey, okay. Okay, well, yeah, my vibes were not vibing. Oh, okay. I will try a long down here, though. If it wants to come all the way down here, I'll take a swing at it. Wow. I hope somebody here was short. Yeah, I was not listening to my loins on that one. Well, yeah, I'm not getting bearish vibes. And then Marky was like, oh yeah, I'm going to make you look stupid. Thank you, Marky, the market maker, who lives in the basement of Fort Knox. Wow. Well, for all of you that were like, Clay, I appreciate the live stream, buddy. I do. But I'm going to have to respectfully agree to disagree. I am getting bearish vibes, therefore I'm getting short. If that was any of you, shout out. I am jealous. You absolutely nailed it. And I'm looking to get long at the green line. So if this, I'm not going to lie to myself. I am trying to catch a knife. That will be a knife catch down there. Now I think it's a logical area to try a knife catch, but it is still a knife catch nonetheless. Been short for 2 weeks. So you always sound like you are more a swing trader then, which is definitely not what we're doing here. We'll see if it can come down a little bit more. Gold also has rolled back. Does this mean oil's going up right now? Kinda, not really. Not seeing the volume for low daily. Buyers strike maybe. I don't know. There's some buyers right now because we got ourselves a green candle. 5 micros in at 340. What just happened? Well, apparently a lot of sellers just showed up. I'm not sure if there was any news or not on that one. That was kind of a slow, methodical candle, so that wasn't really, I wouldn't say that was a news one. News ones, like, they can be big and red like that, but the big red shows up very quickly. Could be, I mean, it could be, it could also be buyers, you know? But yeah, agreed, it could be covering. I might try a short here. Okay, I'm short. Stop is the... So got myself a nice little tight stop here. Oh, come on. Get back down there and at least hit that first target. What are you doing? What are you doing? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh! Come on. Okay, yep. Oh, doggone it. Oh, well, it happens. Long makes more sense to me. Okay, well, where would you get long, Abdul? And where would your stop be? Can you give us those two numbers, brother? Hey, Casey. Now we'll drop. Maybe. I think that was my first losing trade on the stream. I think I'm on the stream. Don't quote me. I'm, I don't know, what, like 7 for 8. So I can't really cry, victim too loud. I could have been fine. Could have, should have, would if I would have done a scalpy scalp. I had a very nice scalpy scalp, but I thought it might want to come down and retest those lows at least. But I was wrong. I mean, it still may come down and retest the lows, but I'm just saying within my trade plan, I was wrong. I love using prime numbers to trade. Hey, man, if it works, go for it. Yeah, exactly, Casey. Nice hammer on the 5-minute gold over here. All right, maybe a short here. Oh, no, not 1, 5. Gonna try a short at the red line right there. Yeah, Casey, where you been, brother? Yeah, gold's been getting pummeled. Whoop, now it goes all the way back down. Now, if this is about to, just go straight back up, it's not going to be a good run for me here. I'll get rid of that line. Come up. Come up just a little bit. Again, looking to get short at the red line. I think it will retest or close to it. I think we're going to 216. So are you short right now then, Marco? Well, if you think we're going to 216, get short. If that's what you think. I don't know if we're going down to 216. That's why I'm not willing to get short right now. I really have no idea. But I do think if it comes up here, there's a chance it gets rejected. That's why I have my order up there to get short. Break this Ranger low or chop the rest of the day. I mean, it's kind of already been chopping quite a bit. So this has actually been some nice action. Got the nice move up. This has been assuming you're a short, beautiful movement down. Longs, not so good. All right, well. This is very crude drawing, but like a bear flaggish type pattern right now. Oh, thank you, Marco. Good to have you. Started a position at 327. All right, I like that. You think it's headed down here and you put your money where your mouth is. I can respect that. Lafort, hello, nice short there. We'll see. Crude oil drawing, baby. Crude oil, what? What? Crude oil, yeah. Oh, yeah, we have plenty of time for the rocks period. I love how some people type here. Yeah, I mean, I understand. Like, in their mind, they're just, okay, they're trying to save time. They're not trying to type extra words, blah, 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 which is fair enough. But, like, there is always the risk of then they assume things that I'm supposed to know. And that's where things get a little squirrely. Hey, AJ. Are you there right now at all, Sam? Question mark. If so, comma, could you snap a couple pictures or video for us? Question mark. The Black Theo. Okay, Man is here. Hello. Hello, Man is here. I'm just going to go with that part of your screen name. Flags are still something I hesitate. Ooh, no, I like myself a good flag. 5 minute, we're getting a nice little pennant here. On the 5 minute. I mean, kind of draw up like that. Can be a key area for a flush. I'm in it for a long, at least a scalp. Yeah, I can see longs here too. I don't want to speak for you, but my guess would be you're probably looking over here and you notice these lows. And you're saying, okay, it's going sideways here right now, so I think there could be a bounce back upwards. That'd be my guess. Did you happen to take any pictures of the basement? Question mark. We weren't aware they were starting today. I think I'm going to have to try short here again. Try to kind of trust the bear pennant here. Is it trustworthy? Only time will tell, but I think I'm going to have to try the bear pennant. Hey, front row. Yeah, thanks. So far, so good. Hard to complain. Okay. Do I wait for confirmation? I don't know. Right now I'm debating, do I try to anticipate it, meaning I get short before the yellow line's broken, or do I try to wait for the yellow line to be broken and then get in? So you kind of let that serve as a form of confirmation. No loss is good enough for me. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean no loss is good enough for you? Oh, I see what you're saying. Never mind. You're just saying the fact. I got you. I got you. Sorry. Come on. All right. Had a buddy text, "Hey man, I was just checking out your basement." I'm like, "Yeah, thanks. I didn't know." But he actually took some pictures for us. So Doug, hey, I'm trying to look at pictures of my basement. Now you got to come down here. Why can't it cooperate? If I mean, short right here, stop right there, breakdown or get out. I mean, I guess I can play ball, but all right, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to take it on this candle. Next candle, I want to see come green, and then if it comes back down, I'm getting short. There. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yep, that's what I wanted. There we go. Let's see now. There's my entry. And then my stop will be right here. And then I got a nice little tight risk profile. So break down or get out. I'm not going to sit in this thing forever. Good grief. Live streaming trading, trying to figure out the basement. This is exciting, folks. We broke ground on the house today. The homestead is well underway. All right, here we go. That red line. Wait, what is this up here? Well, that's an old order. Okay, that's an old order. Let's get that out of the way. Come on. Again, if that red line turns blue, I'm in. What country do you live in, Abdul? Okay, here we go. Maybe. 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 Okay, I'm in. Come on, hit that first target at least. Don't do this again. I'm not playing this game with you again. Don't do what you just did this last trade. Come on, at least hit the first one. Thank you. Okay, this will be a green trade now. Come on, hit that next one would be even better. It will be a green trade. My stop is in green territory. Let's see if it wants to go down and hit the next target. Come on. Come back down. There you go. Oh, beautiful. Move my stop down a little bit more right there. Come on, hit that next target. You know, at this point, let me go for a little bit more. Why not? Why not? Come on down, brother. The white line here is the lows of the day. So the price can never get below that white line. It'll just move lower. But very credible double bottom point there, or double bottom bounce point, which is why I'm going to take out a couple more there just in case it does double bottom on me. But hey, if this thing wants to just plunge on through there, I'll still have a couple to enjoy the ride. Come on. Again, I'm in the sweet spot of trading. My only question right now is not if I make money, but how much money am I going to make? Because I don't know how far down this will go. Therefore, logic says I don't know how much money I'm going to make. This is my blue line is my entry. Green line is my stop. So I'm in the green, but hoping it keeps on bleeding here for me. Oh, doggone it. All right. Well, the mechanics are good. My habits are good. Mechanics are good. I was in the spot. I was prepared to take advantage of a bigger move. It just didn't quite happen. But that's okay. I'm happy with mechanics. Okay, good. Maybe a short here. Back to rejection of the trend line. I'm going to try it. Okay, I am short once again. See if it wants to make a move back through these lows here. All right, that's good enough. I want this to be a winning trade minimum now. So this will be another green trade. Stop is in green territory. I want this move right now to keep coming down. I'm not going to let this. There we go. Very good. Come on, hit those next couple of targets. Again, this is a possible double bottom point down here. So if it does decide to double bottom, I want to lock in a couple more gains. But hopefully it just keeps on dropping because I'll still have some to enjoy the party. Come on. At least hit that next target. There we go. Very good. Very good. No, come down. Again, this is very, if you're getting long right here, I don't blame you at all. Your idea is double bottom. Your stop is probably down here. I can see that trade plan, which is why I'm a little sketched out from the short side if this continues to work or not. And I'm also trying to get that final one right there. But yeah, we are right at double bottom potential territory where it bounced from there. So, yeah. No. All right, stopped out. Not shocking at all. But I was there. I was waiting. I gave it a chance. Double bottoms are not guaranteed. So I thought, hey, maybe these are one of these situations where the unlikely thing happens, right? And it just went whoosh. Well, do we try the back? Do we go back to the well again? I'm a little more nervous here because of the lower shadows now. So the lower shadows, these are representing buyers, and then you factor in that the buyers have shown up at these lows, which would make sense why buyers have shown up. So I don't know if I want to try getting short again. Double bottoms are bullish, and at these levels, I don't think the shorts will want to risk not covering. So did you get long there, George? Ooh, yeah, for a quick trade. All right, that's fine by me, George. At least you're not just flapping your lips. You put some money behind that thought, so I respect that. All right, I'm gonna try again. See if we can get another rejection here off of the trend line. The red line turns blue. I'm in once again for the short. I'm going against the hammer. Okay, I'm in. Come on. Reject. 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 See if it wants to give it another go. Again, I'm short. Come on, get down through there. Come on. Oh, that's not good. All right, there's my stop. It is what it is there. It's either rejecting or it's coming down. Not feeling the greatest about it now. The mere fact that it's not quite letting loose back to the downside does not have me feeling the greatest, but I'd love to be wrong. And I'm not. All right. Well, that's all right. That's all right. Not sure you're going to get it, man. Well, if I don't get it, that's what a stop loss is for. I mean, I probably got a little too big for my britches. You guys heard me talk about this. You guys heard me talk about, oh, look, there's buyers here at this area. And then I made the comment, I probably shouldn't be going on a hammer here. And then surprise, surprise. So, yeah, I probably had that one coming to me. That one was deserved. Mike B, knock it off, dude. Good grief. I've gotten plenty of trades today. Plenty of trades. I don't need the peanut gallery to all of a sudden show up and yapping. Especially when I don't even know who this guy is. No, you didn't, Andre. I don't believe that for a second. Sorry, buddy. You got to call stuff ahead of time. Trust me, bro. Trade plans don't fly around here. Are you a Georgia Bulldog? No. No. Okay, how about I send a pic of my trade? No, I don't care. Next time, tell us a trade plan ahead of time. Hey, Andre, the fact that you're that desperate to prove it is a little sketchy. Just call out your next trade ahead of time. Give us an entry point, a stop loss, and a target ahead of time. Hey, Clay, let me wait until I get a winning trade, and then I'll email it to you, though. Oh, well, that's cool. I mean, forget the fact that you had 9 losing trades, and then you finally get the one. But that's where if you just call stuff out ahead of time, it's just way better that way. Clay, option flows hit aggressive at ask next week. Big. Okay. I love all these people. I take a losing trade, and all these people crawl out. They're like, well, this isn't this. Where were all of you on like my first 7 trades that were all winners? Where were all you then? It's weird how that works. Andre. So what was your stop loss? On that trade you just took, what was your stop loss? I know, hey, I'm sorry. They're always, well, I don't know if they're haters. They're just, I don't think they don't realize that. Okay, so Andre, you just lied to me, brother. You just lied. How did you lie? You said the volume was up on the last candle, so I knew it was reversal. Well, if you knew it was reversal, why did you use a stop loss? Yeah, you did. You said you knew it was going to reverse, yet you used a stop loss. Those things don't jive together, brother. If you knew it was going to reverse, there's no point in a stop loss. Okay, this guy doesn't understand logic, clearly. So if you ever want to bust somebody and put them in a contradiction, when they talk as if they knew something was going to happen, just ask them, so what was your stop loss? And they'll give you it and be like, well, wait a second. Who trades without a stop loss? Somebody that knows. If I know the price is going to go up, well, what's the point of having a stop loss? He said, I knew it was going to reverse. No. See, Andre, this is where you either are now being intellectually dishonest or you don't understand logic. It's okay, man. It's okay. You got caught. Next time, just say, I thought it was going to reverse. But don't come here, act like a tough guy. Oh, I knew it was going to reverse, blah, blah, blah. And then still have a stop loss. Somebody that truly believes they know is not going to have a stop loss. Because what's the point? Why do I get... Well, I'm upset because you're insulting my chat's intelligence. You don't think the chat here understands basic forms of logic. That's why I'm irritated. Okay, this guy is an idiot. So see you later. I'm not even gonna put him in timeout. That guy's just I don't have time for anybody that can't understand basic forms of logic like that. He's either a total moron or he's just trolling around and not being intellectually honest. So next. Also, market maker can see your stop loss and sweep you out. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's banned. I'm new to trade. Well, hey, welcome. Yeah, I go live at 11 a.m. Eastern. Okay, David, here's the problem. What you just told me is, Clay, don't take losing trades. It's like, well, I mean, you can't. I agree. Don't take a losing trade, but the problem is you don't know if it's going to be a losing trade unless you take the trade. Same is true with trolls. Clay, don't interact with trolls. Well, I agreed. But you do have to interact with the person a little bit to figure out if they're a troll. So, I mean, I hear you. I agree, but cut me a little slack, David. How would you go about intraday trailing drawdown? You got to go for base hits. You can't do the I want a home run, I want to go big or go home type thing. Can't do that with the trailing drawdown. Now, if you with take profit trader, at least when the trailing drawdown's done, if you want to go back to go big or go home, that's fine. But yeah, base hits. That is the name of the game. Papacito, you're asking me as if I have a holy pill. Holy pill? That's not what. Holy grail or a magic pill. I think I just combine it. Holy pill, not a holy grail, not a magic pill, a holy pill. I'm going with it. You seem to think as though I have a magic pill or a holy pill. I don't. Go for base hits. What does that mean for you and your psyche and your comfort level? That's up to you, brother. You can't treat trading like you go to Walmart and pick a strategy off the aisle. I understand that's how people make it seem, but that's not how trading works. Yeah, holy pill. I think I'm gonna go with it. Okay, I can't stand this. Nobody is bothered. I am now bothered that you have to gaslight. Oh man, sorry for bothering you. I'm not bothered. I am bothered now. How do you decide? HC, I'm trading futures, so that's one of the great things about futures is unlike stocks where you do have to scan and you have to like, okay, well, what stocks do I want to trade today? That's not the case in futures. Futures, you just well, at least what I like about futures is I don't have to scan, nothing. I just know what I'm going to trade every day because every single day the same things give multiple opportunities. So yeah, that's why I would say consider one of the big reasons to consider futures. As somebody that still remembered, to be fair, a lot of the scanners out there now come with the platforms and they're free. Yeah, there are still scanners that you would have to pay for, but a lot of them are they come with the platform. So that's not really an argument about, well, now you don't have to pay for scanners, but still just spending time scanning, don't have to do that here in the world of futures. She's about to run. Well, you better be long then. Thank you, Abdul, for using code Clay. I appreciate it. Whoa! Oh, Darcy effect. Wow. Oh my. Well, to be fair to Marks. Oh, Darcy effect. It's a real thing. It is a real thing. It is a law of nature, the Darcy effect. Holy smokes. Marks charts. Oh my goodness. The Darcy effect. It is real. Oh goodness. Yeah, that looks like a news candle. Yep. Even on oil. Check out oil. Oil got the spike in volume going up. So yeah, that's some sort of news thing. Drones target U.S. diplomat. Yeah, that seems like something could have done it. Yeah, so Marks, learning lesson for you. Next time, say, I think we're about to run. Those two words, I think, man, they can prevent so much. So much in terms of not looking like a clown. Wow. Oh my, you can't make this stuff up. Oh my goodness. Darcy effect. Okay, Marks, just stop. Even if you said, well, it's going to go up in 20 minutes. You don't know it's going to go up in 20 minutes. Just say you think. That's all I'm saying. Be intellectually honest. Yeah, there was some sort of, I would assume that was a news thing. Clay is ignoring. I'm going to start ignoring you now. Yeah, after that. Yes, I'm ignoring you. There's no way that there's a fact that there's 500 some people here right now and the chat is very active. And maybe I'm missing some messages. No. It's definitely because I'm ignoring you. But now I will ignore you. There you go. We'll make my life a little easier. Iran unwilling to discuss Hormuz while under attack. Iran unwilling. Okay, yeah. So several different plausible explanations. We're about to run. Whoosh. Can't make it up. Okay, Marks, you're missing the point here. The point is you look like a clown because you sat here and made a definitive statement. We're about to run. And then it dumped like immediately after you said that. That's what we're all kind of laughing about. You're like, well, I only lost $25. That's not what we're talking about. Right, it happens. What I'm trying to help you with is just never look like a clown. Just say, I think we're about to run next time, and then you wouldn't look like a clown. Grandpa Chinese dude. Eddie Bob, I have no idea what you just said, brother. I said I like this. I'll just assume that this means me. And if you like me, I like you. Maybe top of the range, new range, kind of, sort of. Somewhere right around there. That purple line, 50 period, something moving average. I think she's about, there you go, see? And when it dumped, we'd be like, hey man, that's okay. Yeah, it happens to us all. That's what trading is. Sometimes you think one thing and the other thing happens. But brother, when you make it sound like you know, whew, clown fiesta. What's the green line? That is the 21 EMA. I tried to Google it, but could not really find anything. Okay, yeah. Does somebody want to explain to Kenny what the Darcy effect is? Okay, just really quick. What is the Darcy effect? I don't know. A couple months ago, we had somebody show up. Very, very arrogant. So arrogant. Talking as if they got it all figured out. You know, the chat, myself, we're a bunch of idiots, blah, blah, blah. Just so arrogant. And then they make this bold, bold claim. And the price did the exact opposite. And then, of course, they were nowhere to be found. They went silent. So it was just like, and John Darcy was the guy's name. So we're like, okay, that is where the Darcy effect came from. So yeah, that is the Darcy effect. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's a law of nature. Marx is the most recent example of the Darcy effect. We're about to run, and then it dumped immediately after. Like, it's a law of nature. Hey, trade it now. Yeah, Jacob, and it has happened many, many times since. It's almost as if the people that don't have a lot of experience, because people with experience know you don't run your mouth because, well, people with experience know the market's ultimately unpredictable. So it's almost as if it's always the new people that show up, run their mouths because they don't know any better, and then the market, and then, I mean, I don't know. Should make a reverse Darcy indicator, yeah. Okay, Marks, you're either you're either being intellectually dishonest or you're a nimwit. You're not connecting the dots of what we're pointing out. That's great. You got a better price. That's fine. It was a minimal loss. That's not what we're pointing out. We're pointing out the fact that you look like a clown when the chart looks like this, and you're like, we're about to run, and then all of a sudden immediately it does that. That's the joke. That's what we're pointing out. So if you can't realize that, then I don't know. Maybe we'll have to give you time out. You don't know. Yes, that's why I'm saying next time say I think. Maybe I'm not even trading. But you know what? Here's the thing. Maybe you're going to go to timeout. In fact, no, not maybe, you are. We'll give you 30 minutes. Good grief, dude. Hey, can't see the stream? Yeah, he's either trolling or he's being intellectually dishonest or he's literally just a moron. It's one of those three things. And we don't have time for either three of those categories. Maybe another long down around here. You were not. I don't know. Why would you think you're on timeout, Joshua? He's related to man tools. Is gold moving again? Kinda. I will look for a long down around these lows. Probably, let's see, white line, not the best. Yeah, down around here. Then you got a clean stop just down below the lows right there, which is that white line. So white lines are the low of the day. Greg, I don't know. I don't care. Stop. Some of you just, yes, I understand why Twitter is the way that it is. Like, as a guy, Greg, let me put it this way, Greg. If you've ever in your life given grief to a woman because women love the drama, you have no room to talk, Greg. Okay? There are clearly trolls here that have been banned. They're coming back because they don't have anything else to do with their time. Okay? It's very simple, Greg. Okay, Greg can go in a timeout now. What an ultimate dent he went into. Goodness. A clown shows up, posts a crazy message, and then Greg's like, "Wait a second, do you have another side to it?" Okay, I don't have time for that right now. What is going on here? No, there's only been two. Choices. I know my stop is going to be down below the white line. It's more so the entry I'm trying to figure out. Floyd, I have no idea who that is. If you don't mind, just please leave other people's names out of here. Because not that they're bad, but I don't know the vast majority of people. So... Larry, yeah, 5 days a week, Larry. I start around 11 a.m. Eastern. Usually I'm here early, but the latest I'll be here is 11 a.m. Eastern. Yeah, all right, I'm going to try it right there. And if it doesn't work, I will gladly await everybody telling me why it didn't work out after the fact. I think it may break down here. Yeah, could be. Fair point, Mashik, but I do like to interact with the chat, and that is the downside of the chat. You are right. I could focus on trading 100%, ignore the chat, and to your point, I would never get involved in that sort of stuff. That is completely fair on your point. But I don't know. I like to interact with the chat. But I hear what you're saying. It just comes with the territory. Moses, I am trading right now MNQ futures. Yes, and some of you forget what the bottom right-hand corner says. If you think I'm as mad or blah, 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 sure I get annoyed. Sure I get frustrated. Like, I'm not going to pretend that I don't, but if you think it's as bad as it appears, your clue is the bottom right-hand corner. Yes, the holy pill. That's right. Okay, here we go. Maybe along here. Okay, here we go. Maybe. If that green line turns blue, I'm in. Hopefully I'm not out fancying myself by trying to get a little bit better of an entry point. Let's see what happens. Back up it goes. What was soul crushing? Well, woke up this morning to a blow. Oh no, you're up 4K on needed 2. Oh, JP, sorry to hear that. That's rough, man. Oh, not to mention on a Friday. Well, you know what? Let's look at the bright side, JP. You know that you can get to that point within an account. You have proven that you can get to that point. So it is possible. So you know that you can get back there again. I don't know if that helps you out or not, but we'll try to look at the glass as half full. Zorro, did you sign up for the thing last night? I saw you there. Are you like, nah, bro? I'm just gonna try to get stuff off him on the live stream. My own stupid fault. Yeah, I know. But still, it's just frustrating nonetheless. But like I said, JP, let's try to be positive about it. Let me put it this way. A lot of people would be very, very jealous of your situation. In what way? Well, in order to even have your situation, you had to get the account to that point. So the fact that you have a situation to be annoyed with, a lot of people would be annoyed by your annoyance. Or, a lot of people are, let me put it this way. A lot of people would be jealous of your annoyance. Because a lot of people have never even had the opportunity to be annoyed in that way. So I don't know if that helps or not, but there we go. There's my positive spin on it. Got another racehorse in the barn? Good. Luciano, I love this. I love you too, brother. I love you too, brother. Great spin. Yeah, I'm trying. But it is actually true. Yeah, on Tradeovate, the sooner you can learn to love that button, the better. Because it is, I've been there too. I've cooked a couple accounts with forgotten orders. You are a very nice human being. Thank you. So this is momentum trading. So what is momentum trading? In and out quick, $200. Good job, dumb. Okay, Raphael, please stop yelling at us all, brother. My cousin. I think you mean my cousin. Blown 20 Apex found he asked for 90 days. Oh, that's rough, Raphael. Yee. Hey, Judah. Okay, so this is short if it comes back down. I don't know, maybe. I'm getting impatient now. I thought I was going to get another trade down here, and now it's bouncing back up. All right, I'll cancel those out for now. No, I don't do ES. ES is just a little too slow for me. I like NQ, MNQ, and then gold, GC, MGC. I used to be a silver crackhead, but I've broken that habit. And I've taken a couple oil trades, but nothing major. Chill and take a holy... I know, I need that holy pill. Should have held longer. Yeah, well, dumb money. You and I should have bought Bitcoin at $10 a coin 20 years ago. My should account is worth trillions of dollars, by the way. The problem with my should account is whenever I try to withdraw, that money's always rejected. Does anybody know how to withdraw from your should account? You don't do cash indices, I guess. What are cash indices? I would assume no. Well, good job, Mark. You were talking to us from your private island right now. All right, JP, I appreciate that. Thank you for sharing with all that. But way to keep your head up. I only have one coin. Well, Mark, you should have bought more than one coin for $12. Withdraw some shoulda with some coulda, exactly. My wife thought the credit account was her. Yeah. That's Credit accounts are not should accounts. Yes, that is an important point of distinction. What all do you trade in futures? NASDAQ and gold mainly. Cash indice is US 100. Okay, yeah, no, I don't trade that. Cash indices work for a real cash. Oh, okay, gotcha. Do I invest in stock? Yeah. I do have a portfolio of stocks and ETF, stuff like that. Yep. I'm a big fan of the dividend paying stocks, so I want that passive income. Would you short oil here? Nope. I definitely would not. Cash is practically the same as futures, only a couple dollars difference, but same. Okay, I gotcha. Take out a whole lot of credit, save like $600 for bankruptcies since it only works every 7. Okay, okay. What just happened here? Doggone it. Then wasn't I talking about a short up there? I don't remember. Why would you short it here? I wouldn't. Oh, wait. Are you talking about gold? Or I'm sorry, the oil question? Why not short oil and come back in 3 months when the war is over and oil tanks like it usually does? Well, because here's why. Let's say you short here, and I'll accept your premise that oil eventually ends up down here. So this is the end of where oil ends up. So you short here, and like I said, it ends up down here. But here's the problem. What happens if it does this first? If only it were that easy. If only it were that easy. Would you say it's best to start trading micro? Oh, yes. As a beginner, my argument for day trading is the most efficient way to go about day trading is to day trade futures through a prop firm. And then to narrow that down even more, micros. So like MNQ, for example. What ETFs do I recommend? I mean, one of my favorites is this one. GCOW. To me, that one just makes sense. Am I in a trade? If I was in a trade, one of these numbers would be moving around. So no, I'm not. Legit, get a $20 fun. No, I agree. I disagree there, Armins. I am team Take Profit Trader. Take Profit Trader has a fantastic set of rules, especially for beginners. So yeah, I am in the category of beginner prop firm trader, Take Profit Trader. Now, if you're an experienced prop firm trader, then yeah, Lucid. I mean, there's plenty of good ones out there. In fact, haven't even shown it once, but let's just So these are my quick overall thoughts on the prop firm landscape I recommend Take Profit Trader. I think they're great for both the beginner prop firm trader and the experienced prop firm trader. But I also, these are the other ones out there too. And if you enjoy the stream and want to help support it, code Clay, all caps, with any of those prop firms. Code Clay, feed some hungry kids. So there we go. Which, by the way, I have 6 kids. They are hungry. So those are the kids you are feeding. But yes, code Clay, all caps, does feed hungry children. They are my children, but they are children nonetheless. A flush is coming, Clay. Okay, Raphael, are you trying to get banned or are you just rage baiting right now? I was hoping nobody would have noticed that, the unit. Yeah. I did I hope they're mine. They should be mine. I'm pretty sure they're mine. Okay, thank you, Raphael. I disagree about the trailing drawdown. I think the trailing drawdown helps people. How could that ever be the case? Because really the best way to beat the trailing drawdown is to take base hits. And I don't think a lot of people realize the power of base hits. Social media, this, that, and the other, has conditioned people for the whole big, go home. I'm always looking for home runs, blah, blah, blah. They think that's the only way to make any quality money. But with the intraday trailing drawdown, you're going to have to take base hits. And those people take base hits. And what I found is people are like, wow, I didn't realize base hits were actually so solid. Like, maybe I should do more of this base hit stuff. So I personally don't. I think it's actually, in a weird way, a good thing because it helps open people's eyes to the power of base hits. No, that wasn't Darcy, because Raphael, he corrected himself. He said, I think. The only people that don't like the trailing drawdown are the people that want to say, I want home runs or nothing. Because that makes it very difficult. And the thing with Take Profit Trader is the trailing drawdown stops anyways once you hit the buffer. So if you want to do base hits until you get to the buffer and then go back to your big swings or go home, I mean, you can do that. But I think the intraday trailing drawdown helps open people's eyes to the whole idea of those base hits. In fear of sounding stupid, what does that mean, base hits? I don't go for, like, the opposite of home runs. Like, when I say somebody's going for a home run trade, what do you think that means? Which states have best laws for trader tax and LLC laws? With all due respect, I would encourage you to not ask tax and legal questions in a YouTube chat box on a live stream. I would encourage you to speak to a local professional to where you live. I think that might be the better way to go about that. Because again, with all due respect, taking tax advice from anybody in this chat or me, that seems like not a good risk versus reward. Okay, I might try a long here. Let's see it come back down, and then I'll try to... Okay, come down. If it hits that white line again, I'm locking in this buy order. It's got to come down and hit that white line. There we go. Okay. There we go. All right. Well, now my risk profile is getting a little bit bigger than what I wanted. I can try it right there. Okay, there we go. If that green line turns blue, I'm in. Looking for a bounce here, but it's got to come up. Because again, we're at the bottom of this channel. Maybe this is just a fake breakdown of the channel. So if it wants to come up, if it hits that green line and that green line turns blue, I'm in. All right, never mind. So the power of waiting for confirmation there, because had I just bought, that would have been a losing trade. All right, well, we're at lows of the day. That white line represents the low of the day. So as I said previously, the price can never get below the white line. The white line itself will just move lower itself. So we have broken down and really not any sort of bounce back up at all. I believe we can see a bounce after this. I mean, it will bounce at some point. I agree. After this, that's kind of an open-ended statement. I do agree, though. After this, there will be some sort of bounce. I just don't know how to define after. Like, how long after is what I'm thinking about right now. What is G... My friend, just... Can Come, Cram. Brother, you're not new here. Just Google it, brother. Come on, man. You need me to wipe your butt for you too? Do I gotta chew, as my dad would say, you want me to chew up your food and for you also? Come on, brother. In advance, Clay. That's how you do it. What's in advance? I'm in kind of knife catching mode right now, but I need to have some sort of sign that maybe the bottom is, and this is interesting. Maybe this is some sort of early indicator of this kind of leveling out. Thank you for these live streams. I've been watching the replays even after work. Hey, well, thank you, Wiza. I'm glad you're enjoying. I use Merrill Edge as my broker for investing, that is. And the only reason why I use Merrill Edge is when I signed up for him, I don't know what that, 10, 15 years ago, that was still a time when there were still commissions. But with Merrill Edge, if you deposited a certain amount, it would get you no commissions. So that's why I went with them. But at this point in day, I don't think anybody charges commissions now. So yeah, there is nothing special about Merrill Edge other than the no commissions back in the day. Yes, I'm that old. Wait, what's this guy talk? Wait, trading used to have commissions? It did. Oof, if this is winning, I wonder what losing feels like. Afraid to look at my retirement and long-term portfolio. Haven't. Yeah, you probably still connect. Yeah, just ignore for now the unit. I've been doing the same. I'm like, yeah, I'll go ahead and avoid not looking at that stuff. Again, I am in knife catching mode, but I need to see some sort of signal. And right now, I guess I should have just been short this whole time. Again, and back to that Marks dude. The Marks guy tried to wiggle out by saying, no. I said in 20 minutes we're about to go up. So let's count this out. We have to count 10 candles. For 20 minutes, we're about to go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, not. No, stop. That's too good to be true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 20 minutes right there. Up and then the flush. Dude. Oh. I don't know. Maybe I misread. I think he tried to get out of it by saying, no, I meant in 20 minutes. Oh, man. It just got even worse. Yes, Merrill Edge. If you Google Merrill Edge, are some of you this dented or are you gaslighting me on purpose? Am I crazy? It's called Merrill Edge, isn't it? Yeah, there it is. Merrill Edge. Holy smokes. Well, if anybody is short, massive congratulations. I am waiting for a long, but as of now, I am not getting any signs that this actually is the bottom. So, yeah. Okay, Raphael is getting put in timeout. I told you about this flush. Good grief. Yes, and other people told me it was about to go up. The most Bush League thing you can do as a commenter is to play the I told you so game. Because from my point of view, there's always going to be somebody that can say I told you so, right? If it's not Raphael saying, Clay, I told you it was going to dump, it would have been Mark's chart saying, Clay, I told you it was about to go up in 20 minutes. Like, nobody cares about I told you so's. It is as Bush League gets. Because from the live streamer's point of view, they're always going to be wrong. Because for everybody that was telling me it's going to go up, we have somebody else say, no, it's going to go down. And then one of those people will be able to say, I told you so. I don't know. Maybe these people are man tools under different names. So has gold been, or I'm sorry, is oil been going up this whole time? No, not really. So that's the thing. Like the correlation is not really there. So here's oil. I mean, just basically chopping sideways in this range. And then, yeah. NQ just dropping. Could be a bounce here. Maybe. But this is also something that I can't work with. Like, for me, and looking for a bottom, I mean, for it to come down and then all of a sudden up straight like this, okay. Like, I can't work with that. I'm going to try a long at 192. Where's your stop going to be? Lows, I'd assume? SPY just bounced off of November low. Can you see the last time? Maybe. I don't know. Just pull up like a daily chart. You should be able to see that. The biggest reward I get from saying NQ is going in a certain direction is the profits I make, not harassing Clay about. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly, Southpaw. It's just it's a lack of situational awareness is ultimately what that is. The I told you so crew lacks situational awareness, which is a good, like, if you want to be a likable, and I'm not saying I'm perfect with situational awareness, but I am trying my best to always be situationally aware, because people that are situationally aware are likable people. But I definitely fail in that regard sometimes, but I'm working on it. That's what we're trying to teach your daughter. Like, daughter 11, 12, 13, they don't take those social cues, right? Like if it's a couple of dots talking and there's other things that they could be doing, but they just kind of stand there. It's like, hey, this is kind of awkward. Go do something. Like just stuff like that. You gotta learn that sort of stuff. Some people apparently never do. Coffee for Mama. Oh, that's a good name. Hi, new here. So does the contract expiring today have to do with the price action today? No. Coffee for Mama, I think you're probably thinking of options. But that's, so no, it doesn't. We're trading futures, and futures are contracts, but they're not the same as option contracts where, yeah, you definitely have to worry more about expiration and stuff like that. I like that. Coffee for Mama. Some of these people, they need to have their screen name be Meatloaf from Mama, right? Because they're living in their basement and Mama's making a meatloaf. So some of these people, that'd be the perfect screen name for them. Meatloaf from Mama. Catching all the knives today. Seems nobody got hurt enough. No, I mean, there are definitely cooked accounts. Hopefully they're just prop accounts. What's your favorite music band? Death Leopard, or I was going to say Snow Leopard. I'm not a huge music guy. The only concert I've ever been to was Coldplay. I know. I realize that opens me up to like getting made fun of, but I don't understand. Why do people make fun of Coldplay? I've never understood that. Coldplay's good. All right, I'm going to try along here, double bottom. So looking to get long there at the green line. Stop is the red. Maybe this is done, but if I'm wrong and this is, if I'm buying the breakdown here of this bear flag, well, it'll be a losing trade. So there is the bear flag too. So if you're like, Clay, why? Because this could, to be fair, it could be a false bear flag and it could double bottom bounce up. But if it is a genuine bear flag, then yeah, this will be a losing trade. All right, sounds good, Eddie. Very whiny. So you watch yourself, Patrick, saying Coldplay's got whiny sounds. No, I never liked clocks. Clocks, I like The Scientist and Fix You. And Christmas Lights. That might be. I listen to it every Christmas. Those Christmas lights light up the stream. Maybe they'll bring... Oh, if you listen to the lyrics, I might start crying right now. Whew. I can't. I need a moment here, chat. Those lyrics are hitting me in my loins right now. Clay, you're thinking of Nickelback. I do know Nickelback gets made fun of, but I've seen a lot of shade thrown at Coldplay too. Oh boy. If you are getting short here because you're playing that breakdown of the bear flag, I don't blame you one bit. But I'm going to try the long. Have you taken singing lessons? No, I give the singing lessons. I am the standard by which singing lessons are measured. So show me some respect. The quickest way you will expose yourself as a liar in this world are two ways. Way number one, deny that I look like a Greek god. Way number two, deny that I am the songbird of my generation. Those are the two easy ways to figure out if somebody is a filthy liar. It's quite simple, actually. All right, I don't know. I don't like how it's putzing around here. I'm thinking if it comes down, if anything, I should probably be thinking short right now. Crude on highs during war. Can't long here. Why not? Why not, Chizzard? You're acting like I don't have a stop or something like that. You're acting like if I'm wrong, I'm going to be living under a bridge. Just in terms of I don't know, man. I don't know. That's kind of a pretty interesting hammer candle right there. I'm not calling anybody crazy for trying to play a double bottom off this big old hammer candle. I don't know. Hephaesitis. I think you just dunked on me, Deadeye Dave, but I don't know. I can't quite see the dunk. I like the greenbacks. If you miss one trade, you'll be in a van down by the river. Smoking doobies in a van down by... I got to see Trading Places for the 10th time the other night. Yeah, we talked about that a couple days ago on the stream. I do have to see it again. I've only seen it once, I think. I don't know, Chizzard. I think... No, wait. Would that have filled me? Stop. I had it. Where's my... I don't remember. Where's my trade plan? Would that have filled me? This move down here? Well, I know I canceled the trade out. I realize that. I'm asking, had I not closed it, would I have been filled? Oh. I blame Chizzard. Chizzard said only idiots would get long down here. I was at 164. No, I don't know. That's definitely not true. I was not down here. You might be thinking, Judah, of my stop loss. I was 174. Okay, well. All right, here we go. Does it double bottom or not? I have no idea. I'm going to go with 2. Wait, come back down. Okay, if it comes down and bumps it. All right, let's go with 3. Okay, good. Okay, all right, okay, good. Bye. There we go. Okay, I'm in. Come on. Just be a fake breakdown. Bounce up. Come on. Come on, brother. I know I've had some scalps, but I want to see if I can get a little bit more. Come on. Go! 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 Go, brother! Go, brother! All right, took one out. Could still be a losing trade. Go, hit me. Hit that next one. All right, let's make sure this is a winning trade at this point. That was a good enough bounce. Okay, there we go. Will be a green trade. Let's see if it wants to give me some more bounce, though. And let's go for up here, then. Why not? Why not? I'm about to be stopped out. And I am stopped. All right, well, I tried. Small green trade. I was positioned, though. I was ready. Had that thing decided to really get bouncing. The mechanics were good. I'm crazy. I'm crazy good looking. I got crazy big D's, boy. Let me pop a holy... Yeah, I'm never going to live that one down. But that was... I think I'm going to have to run with that. Because that was a total mix-up, but that worked out pretty good. What platform am I using for my trades? What I'm using is twofold, so 2 layers. Layer number 1, I am in a prop firm. The prop firm that I use, that I recommend, is Take Profit Trader. That's the link that you see at the top of the screen. So if you go to that link, and you'll see this. So you'll pick the account that you want. Code Clay gives you 40% off, and then no activation. And then it'll ask you what platform do you want to use, and this is what platform I'm using. So, like I said, 2 layers to that question. Layer number 1, I'm with a prop firm, Take Profit Trader. Through the prop firm, I'm using Tradovate as the platform. So we have an interesting dynamic here on the 5-minute. We have that pivot point down here. So maybe another potential bounce area. So I'm watching that, but right now we bouncing. Yeah, I could see this as a short here, actually. Yeah, right here. Going to try like a double top, and we have the 21 EMA, which has a track record right here of rejecting the price. Does that mean it'll reject it again? No, there's no guarantees, but am I willing to take a swing at it? I am. Especially when I can get a nice tight stop like that. Very nice tight stop. I like it. Looks like we could be changing to the upwards direction. Could be. And if we are, then I'm about to have a losing trade. What was the Darcy? I didn't see any Darcys. Again, looking to get short at the red line. This is the ideal location because right now I had a double whammy of resistance. I had the high right here and the 21 EMA. But the longer the price stays below here, because that's a EMA, a moving average, that line will move itself lower. But right now is very ideal because you kind of got like a double whammy. Doesn't mean it'll work, but I like the odds. Hey, Cheeseball. Well, good. Well, man, glad you're recovering, and I'm assuming you're recovering well. Were you wearing a helmet? I'm such a dad. But that's actually pretty serious, I think. Can you go through ATM auto breakdown in trail? No, not right now. Not right now. Again, looking for a short up there. Gold. Ooh. Gold is once again approaching this purple line, the 50-period simple moving average you can see right there. Fake breakout, rejection. So do we get another fake breakout? Right there. That's actually pretty interesting. But I like this though too. Oh. Choices. Definitely a helmet. Good. All right, man. Take care, cheese balls. Thanks for swinging by. It's really iffy right now. What's really iffy right now? I'm not trying to be difficult with anybody, but when you use words like this, that, it, yes, no, I don't know what you're referring to because I'm sitting here constantly talking. So the more avoidance of the words it, this, that, the better. Okay, here we go. Maybe a short. If that red line turns blue, I'm in. Okay, maybe. Come on. No! That's the move I wanted. Oh, so close yet so far away. Maybe I still might have some. If it can stay below the green line here on this next candle, I still might have something I can work with. He wants a short. I wanted a short there. And it would have been beautiful for the nice little scalpy scalp. All right, gold is right at that 50-period moving average, and right now, essentially getting smacked down. Hey, if you're enjoying this at all, hit that like button. I know it doesn't seem like it's doing much, but hitting that like button, it does help. So if you're enjoying this in any way, shape, or form, whether it's finding value or entertainment or whatever, if you don't mind hitting that like button, that would be very much so appreciated. All right, where are some next potential? Because I am definitely still bearish biased. So where are some next potential? Right here. All right, I'm going to watch that yellow line right there. See how the price behaves right there. You did good in canceling the order. No, not. Oh, yeah, and getting it out of, yes, yeah. Yeah, that one move, that was the move I wanted. And unfortunately for me, that the move that I wanted didn't quite come up high enough. Guys, be careful long all afternoon. First time visitor, your stop loss is very short and the NQ is very fast moving. It never worked for me. Trying to see how you take trade and what your win ratio. Well, win ratio is one, I don't want to say a worthless stat, but it's very it's very deceiving. I have been there before. I know many other traders, maybe you have been there, where you have a 90% win rate and then but you're not profitable. So, yeah, win rate, again, I'm not going to call it a worthless statistic, but I think some people are a little too obsessed with, well, what's your win rate? Dude, you can be a degenerate, break rules, get yourself a nice 90% win rate, but then the 10% of times where it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And I mean, I don't think my stop loss is very, again, I'm structuring risk profiles here. So yeah, my stop losses are I guess, I think what you mean by when you say very short is like very small. But I'm not like these people that are going to risk 80 points in a contract or 80 points in a trade and then sit there for the next 4 hours and wait to see how things play out. I want my answers relatively quickly. Again, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with taking a couple MNQ, putting my price target at 100 points, my stop loss at 70 points, and then sitting there for the next 4 hours to see how it plays out. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying that's not for me. Win rate 100%, but never. I do have a 100% win rate in oil, though, and that's a fact. I've lost track. But yeah, I think I'm like 12 for 12-ish on oil, so I am perfect in oil. Anyone having issues with TPT? Well, what issue are you having? I'm not having any issues that I'm aware of. Could you be a little bit more specific? Best stat for me is profit factor. Yeah. Stats are important. Like I said, I'm not saying stats are not important. What I am saying is I think some people put too much importance on them. Oh, wow, Glock. That is as kind as you can get. Thank you, man. $100 super chat. Booyah. That is ice cream for the kids tonight for sure. That is like a gallon of ice cream per kid. Thank you, sir. That's very kind of you. I can't log in at all, and all my accounts are gone. No, I don't have that problem. Does anybody else have that with Take Profit Trader? He just wanted first place. Well, he got first place with that. Thank you, sir. No, my TPT is fine. No problems. Dude, you watch your mouth. You know Domino's is the best pizza you've ever had. You watch yourself. Scary drawdown. That is a good point. Good question. I missed that. That's a good point. I can't get logged in on the website. Really? Log in. I just logged in. Just had the same issue too, even with E-Trade. I don't know. My trades have been working, and I just logged in to Take Profit Trader. Okay, potentially a short here. If it wants to come back down, I'm gonna look to play like a fake breakout here. Again, looking for a short at the red line. I am in. Come on down, brother. Come on. Roll over. Roll over. Roll over. Roll over. Come on. Come on. I'll take that, Scalpy Scalp. I'll take that, Scalpy Scalp, good sir. If you are still short right now and your stop is up there, that's probably, that's probably what I should be doing, but. Okay, I just blew my 7th account. Well, what were you doing, Carlos? How'd you blow it? Talk to me, Goose. The 2-minute chart is killing your profits. Well, thank you for the thoughts. I'm happy with them, but appreciate your thoughts. I know if you use TradingView many times, if you have the account logged in on TradingView, it will not log in. Oh man, okay, yeah. That sounds like there's an issue. Grillin, are you with TradingView at all? Read Kenny's message, Grillin. Gonna call it a day. Have a good weekend already. All right, have a good one, Todd. Second time watching your stream. Really enjoy it. Hey, well, thank you, Scotty G. Not everybody agrees with that. Some people say I'm a meanie head, but some people say I enjoy it, which just proves the biggest life. I don't remember where I heard it, but apply it to business, apply it to life. The best way to please nobody is to try to please everybody. So I'm well aware some people do not like me. Some people think I'm a meanie head jerk, but then we got people like Scotty. It's like, hey, man, I enjoy it. Cool. Great. Sorry, Clay, but this is, I did a quick option. All right, Carlos, you are, good job. Good job. Because, Carlos, here's the fact of the matter. You don't actually have a strategy. But when you have your own account, which you do with options, you can get more wiggle room. You can break more rules, which can create these higher wins with these higher win rates. The problem, though, Carlos, is, think about what you just said. You blew up an account. You got mad, so you went and traded futures or options, and you made 600. That was probably a tilted revenge trade where you just happened to get lucky. So it's one of those times is coming, though, Carlos, where it's not going to work out for you, and it's going to get real bad. Yes, if you use your own money, you can be more lax in your rules. You can finagle. You can kind of slip around easier in your own cash accounts because there are no technically rules being imposed upon you. However, while that may sound nice, I like not having rules imposed upon me. I like being able to kind of finagle around the rules. Yes, as somebody that has done that many times over my 20 years using my own cash, all it takes is one or two of those, and it's like, yeah, that was not good. And that is 100% what happened. You got mad, you blew the futures count, you went and degened and tilted into an options trade. I'm glad it worked out for you. I'm glad you made 600. But if you think that's proof on, see, I'm just better at options. No. Options are just allowing you to are allowing you to play loose with the rules, which will eventually crush you. What's killing your profits is not getting filled on your orders. Are these people serious? I've taken at least 10 trades today, which means I've been filled 10 times. I'm decently green on the day. I mean, these people, they're either total dense or they're just rage baiting. I don't know. Dude, your profits are getting killed because you're missing entries. And these people talk as if they always get entries. I guarantee if I watch them trade, they would also miss entries. Because here's the secret. Sometimes the price doesn't exactly go to where you think it's going to go. I mean, it's so just... Dunning-Kruger effect is such a real thing. You can tell people get a little bit of knowledge and then they think they're experts and start blah, blah, blah. But it's just like, yeah, you definitely don't have a lot of experience. If I'm only trading 2 to 5 micros a time on take profit, do you think? Yeah, that's fine. Although, Scotty, 2 to 5 micros can add up very quickly. So, I mean, I don't know if Brian's still here, but Brian has a 150K account, and I think he's in that same range as you, 2 to 5 micros, and he does very, very well. But I don't want to totally speak for him, but I don't know if Brian's still here or not. Again, Carlos, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, now I will talk about how I stupidly managed this account. That's fantastic. So again, is it futures that are the problem, or is it how you manage this account, which you just said was stupidly, right? Just make sure you blame the right thing so you can focus on the right things. Long, easy. Okay, well, where are you getting long at, Lafort, and where's your stop? Hey, all right, Wonder Boy. Okay, Lafort says long, easy. Cool. All right, well, where are you getting long, and where's your stop at, Lafort? Show us all how easy this is. Why do I get an impression that this guy's going to have like a 90-point stop? Long 200. Okay, and hey, I want to give credit where credit's due. Lafort has stepped up to the plate. He's actually given us numbers. Nothing but respect. And then where's your target at, Lafort? What are the two indicators you have on your 2-minute? This is the 21 EMA. This is the 50 SMA. Purple line. Gotcha, the 50 SMA. All right, Lafort, nothing but respect. Anybody that is willing to put numbers out there publicly in real time, even if they're wrong, nothing but my respect. I'll take that any day over the trust me bro trade plans. What's a trust me, bro trade plan? Where somebody shows up and they're like, yeah, I got short right there and I covered right there. Trust me, bro. Oh, okay. But that is not Lafort, so nothing but respect. Clay, ignore him. Look for a short soon. All right, we'll see what happens. For my own mental sanity, Kurt Nichols, I've already explained the Darcy effect once this live stream. If somebody else wants to explain it to him, great. Uh-oh, did that stop him out? What's the low of that candle? Oh, no. Did that hit 179.50? No. No. What's the low of this candle? $179.75? Can somebody confirm what is the low of this candle? I am seeing what I think is 179.50. Okay, now I've gotten 3 different answers now. Lafort, you'd already answered once. The low was 180. George C. Trader, nobody is sweeping stops, okay? Whoever led you to believe in these stop loss hunters, but they lied to you, okay? That's not how the market works. All right, now you're stopped out. Good try, Lafort. Good try. Again, nothing but credit. He said it was an easy long. I said, all right, well, can you map out a little bit more details? And he gave more details. It didn't work out. It happens. Oh, I'm sorry, Kent. Apologies. Well, thank you. Thank you for the cover fire, Kent. I'm sorry about that. Sometimes my reading comprehension goes out the window. No, Wise, I try to do a few. What are your green and purple lines? Green line is the 21 EMA. Purple line is the 50 SMA. Uh-oh, it's Lafort. Are you tilting now? Don't go on tilt. Okay, well, the lows. Like where how do you define the lows? Like you're putting your stop loss literally at the low? What is your stop loss actually at? So good to see some volume on a Friday. Do Fridays normally not have volume? $164. All right. Yeah, Chuck Norris news is kind of crazy. Lafort, will you chill out? I saw. Okay, who is it? Like, what is going on with this guy? Calm down, brother. Just because you had a losing trade doesn't mean you got to flip out. Sorry, Caps. Okay, all right, no problem. Apology accepted. Thank you for understanding how all caps comes across. You're out? What do you mean you're out? Oh, 2 week? Roger that. Iraq declares a force majeure on oil fields developed by foreign oil companies. I think Ty was just being sarcastic. Chizard, I think you might have missed something within the context there. What did Ty say? Yeah, no. I have made the joke that I am Chuck Norris's dad. So when Ty says Clay lost his son today, he's commenting on that. What feature are you trading? I'm trading MNQ futures right now. It's all right. If you were not aware of the joke, then yeah, I could see how his comment might have been. I just made $64,000 on crude oil. Amazing. Trust me, bro. I don't know. I don't know. End of the Chuck Norris jokes, or are they just starting now? Are you still thinking doing a movie night, or do you think everybody will be too tired? Question mark. I can time things up and try to have pizza and all that here at that point. I got plenty of time to clean the house. Not that I made a mess, but you know, when you're in bachelor mode, maybe a box of cereal gets left out, doesn't get put away right away. Maybe, just maybe, there's some dishes in the sink that might need to be put in the dishwasher. I'm not confirming or denying anything. Maybe there's a couple blankets just on the couch that didn't get folded up and they're perfect. I don't know. I'm not confirming or denying anything. Yeah, I'm sorry, SB Mill, but hopefully you're not offended that I don't trust you at all when some random person shows up and tries to say that they made $60,000 on oil. I'm sorry. Sorry. I hopefully you can understand my skepticism. I have been doing some laundry though. I've been doing some. I got a full of towels. I did get left behind with needing to do some laundry, but yeah, Carlos, yes, that is a good decision to not pay that. Okay, cool. I'm glad you're not offended. I made $2 million on net gas. Trust me, bro. That's the best policy. Trust me, brother. I'm off to eat my chicken breast, broccoli, and creatine. And listen, I'm allowed to make fun of those folks because I've been called a meathead before. I don't do them a whole lot anymore, but I don't mind a nice little deadlift, nice little squat. Get those compound movements. Plated laundry washes. You'd have to wear tighty whities to need to watch. You think, dude? Oh my! You don't know what? You don't want to know. No, you don't even want to know. All right, I don't know. Do we go for the triple bottom? If we count that as bottom one, bottom two, does it come down here? Does it bounce the third time with the triple bottom? That is, that's what's. Oh my goodness! Look at this on gold. That 50 period simple moving average, talked about it earlier. And these fake breaks, and check it out. Another fake break, another fake break, another fake break. Wow. That has been the trade today on gold. The fake breaks of that 50 period simple moving average on the 5 minute. And no, that's not me hindsighting. You heard it, you guys, I brought that up earlier. Yes, it's going to triple bottom. Okay, SB Mill. It is okay. Okay. It is going to triple bottom, or you think it is. There's a massive difference between those two statements. You think it's going to triple bottom, or it is going to triple bottom. My chiropractor said no squats with, yeah. After talking with a orthopedic surgeon, just in like real life, not like because I went to him. Yeah, the whole squats and deadlifts is now if you're like getting ready to play a sport or something, there's some sense in it. But other than that, it's like it is, sir. Okay, well, okay, so I have permission then to ban you for being a liar if it doesn't. Like, let me ask you this: why do you have to be so arrogant? Walk me through the psychology in your mind. What has led you to be so arrogant that you think like you know what is going to happen, right? Like, how did you get to that point in your life? Because all of us here, we realize there are no guarantees in the market. We realize that the market ultimately does not make any guarantees. So how did you arrive at the point where you don't think that's the case? Like, how did you get there? Walk us through that. One tweet and your prediction is trash. Well, like exactly, Ranger. Like I said, we all realize, the chat realizes that like, well, there's no guarantees in the market. No strategy works 100% of the time, blah, blah, blah. Like we all realize that, but here's this guy that apparently does not think that. So like, I'm curious, how did he arrive at that? Like, what's his story? How do you arrive at that conclusion where like everybody and their brother's uncle knows that something is in an environment of no guarantees, yet he behaves as if there is guarantees. So like, that's what I'm very curious. How do you arrive at that? For example, good call. Good call. There's the triple bottom, all right. And this is the guy that made 60 grand on oil. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Goodness. Now, to be fair, he didn't give us any numbers. So he'd be like, no. I bought here and the stop was down here. So technically, his claim is unfalsifiable because he didn't actually define triple bottom. So he can wiggle his way out. But, He'll probably tell us, no. I knew it was going to bounce right here. So I had my stop like right there. Or, I had my entry right there. Well, he went quiet. So, yeah, he must be one of these guys where if it continues to dump like it is right now, yeah, we won't hear from him anymore. I do not remember being that obnoxious before I hit puberty or like even during puberty. Like, I don't know. Do you guys remember being that? To be fair, though, I didn't have the internet to run around. Oh, look at that triple bottom. It is, sir. Let's see if he's the man of courage. Let's see if he appears again. Or is he a coward? And the dude wants us to believe he made 60 grand on oil. I mean, I don't know. I got to cut him some slack. I remember being a very confused individual before I had any hair under my armpits and stuff like that too. Let's cut him some slack. The dude's probably Googling, why do I have a hair growing under my armpit? That's what he's probably Googling right now. Look at this triple bottom. Freaking Darcy effect. Like I said, it's a phenomenon of nature. I don't know if there is news. Ooh, okay. No, okay, look at gold. Gold, okay. So that means oil is going up then, I would assume. Yep. Yeah, gold is also getting destroyed right now. I was hoping he'd show up and man up. Okay, we need to remember that guy's name. And if he ever shows up again, we'll give him one more chance to man up. And if not, ban him. Don't got time for clowns like that. Well, I want the best culture here on YouTube. And I think we have it, and we're going to continue to have it. And the way you continue to have it is you got to call clowns clowns. But you also want to give them a chance to fess up like, okay, yeah, maybe I ran my mouth a little too much. Because nobody's perfect. But yeah, not a good sign when you act like that and then you just disappear. Absolute cowardness. I caught that short. I took 250. Good job. What was his name? Ez Bill? I don't know. His picture was like of an 11-year-old or something. 11-year-old taking a selfie in the mirror. I'll be using code Clay this weekend and starting on Monday. Fantastic. Yes. Yeah, Wiza. And not to well, I am going to nitpick, but don't use code Clay the way you typed it. It's got to be all caps. So all caps, code Clay. It does actually matter. There's the class, or there's the video. So there you go. Yeah, for setting up your platform. Where'd you go? Wiza. There you go. Clay, I came back to ask a question. Don't worry about it right now. Rookie numbers. Have you passed any test accounts yet? I think you have. Don't worry about it, dude. Let me put it this way: if that potentially becomes an issue, that's a good problem to have. Okay, dude. I'm not allowed to make 10K every single day. Dude, relax. It's kind of like with the whole Apex thing or whatever. I like I said, I don't use Apex, but I do have a code with them. But people like complaining about you can't, like they cap how many payouts you can get. And I bet if you ask 90% of those people complain, it's like, well, how many payouts have you ever gotten? Well, none. Well, how many tests have you ever passed? Well, just a couple. It's like, dude, what are we complaining about? Yeah, exactly. And what Ty's saying is even if you do trigger and make too much money with Take Profit Trader, they'll just put you in the live market. So it's not like it's end of the road or anything. Don't use them if you don't like the rules. Exactly, yes, which is why I always say, if you find yourself shopping for prop firms based on price, I would argue you're doing it wrong. You should be shopping for prop firms based on rules and payout policy. We should all do this. Maybe this is the winning model. We should all start our own our prop firm. We'll call it the Baboon. The Baboon Den, okay? And we'll offer $3 prop accounts, but we're also going to have 3,000 rules. That way nobody can even come close to passing. But you know how many people we would get to sign up because it's $3? Oh, man. Because there are so many schmucks out there that are like, I'm going to shop for... I think that might be. Can I show the list? Yeah, since somebody's asking very quickly. There's the list right there. You can take a screenshot of it if you want, Robo, but... There you go. That's how you can support the stream. Code Clay, all caps, with any of those prop firms. I recommend Take Profit Trader. Are you targeting to take any trade today? I mean, Wonder Boy, I've taken, I don't know, how many trades have I taken today? Probably at least 10? Ooh, I might take one here, actually. Okay, I'm short. Out there for a scalpy scalp. There's a trade for you. I should probably get short again. This is a spicy looking setup right now. If it comes back up here to, I don't know, maybe try short. I want to see how this candle closes. But maybe a short right here. Stop above the high right. Oh, I don't like that because my stop is right at that area. Fastest scalp in the west. That's right. That's it. See that? Oh, look. I love Camfluence. The model. Dude, Cam, that makes you sound so smart. When you're like, the model hasn't given me enough info, or the model hasn't given confirmation for me yet. I love it, man. The model. Dude, I want to be that smart someday. The model. My model hasn't given me the right setup yet. No, yeah, no. That's whether or not it works. I'm just saying I love the verbiage people use. Man. I don't know. I just say setup. Is that just too boring? What's wrong with just saying the setup? Why do you got the model, the concept, the dragon toe method? That's right, Sub-Zero. Okay, yeah, I am interested in a short. Yeah. Okay, looking for a short at the red line. I'm just busting your chops. I will say, though, when you use the word model, man, it makes you sound smart. You have a following of eloquent baboons. No. We are a bunch of dented baboons. There's nothing elegant about any of us. Straight up dented baboons. Hey, oh, there he is. Hey. What's your big... Would you like to apologize to anybody? S-Mill... For your, it will be a triple bottom before it dumped. No, I will give credit. He showed his face again. So we cannot accuse him of being a total coward. But don't you think you show up and keep at, no, you don't get to ask questions anymore, boy. You told us that it will be a triple bottom. I even asked for clarity. Wait, you think it is or it will be? You said, no, it will be. So you lied to us. You dirty, filthy liar. So my question is this. Why are you a dirty, filthy liar? I'll wait. We'll wait. Why did you lie to us? Hello? You guys hear that? I think those are called crickets. I'm sorry, but you are a dirty, filthy liar if you show up and you're like, that will triple bottom. And then somebody seeking clarity says, well, wait a second. You think it will be a triple bottom or it will be a triple bottom? And they say, oh, it will be. I mean, that's just dirty, filthy lying. Dog face pony soldier. You may have scared him away for good. It's crazy. What's a triple bottom? Exactly what it sounds like. Well, yeah, no, we were talking about that, Evan, earlier, Evan. You can tell, so the Dunning-Kruger effect, so this is psychologically what's happening. It's actually kind of cool. It makes perfect sense. If you've never heard of the Dunning-Kruger effect, I mean, this explains so much in life. So their competence, right? So these aren't like ignorant being defined as they don't know anything, but they do know a little bit, right? Whoops. Let's bring this down, right? So right here, They do a little learning, whatever they do, so they get a little bit of competence. But this little bit of competence that they have skyrockets all the way up here. And that's how you get to the point of, no, it is going to happen. Little bit of competence, little bit of knowledge, confidence just off the table. That's how you behave like some of these people behave. Dunning-Kruger effect. And then all of a sudden, as they learn more, as they get kicked in the face, they realize, again, as they learn more, as they get more confidence, holy crap, I don't know a whole lot of anything. And then this is where, because they know that, there we go. Now they start to figure stuff out. But people like that one guy, that's just where people are. Very, very little knowledge, yet massive confidence. Because when you don't know what you don't know, part of that is, well, that's the Dunning-Kruger effect right there. Yeah, bad call. Thought it was going to hit an uptrend after the third bottom. I'm pretty new to trade. Did I not just call that? Dunning-Kruger effect. Dunning-Kruger effect. I promise I went through all that before I knew he typed that. Dunning-Kruger effect. Oh my goodness. It's science. I'm about to get a tramp stamp. Dunning-Kruger effect. No, I don't think he's trolling me. Because that literally fits in key. That literally fits in with what I'm talking about. I think you're trolling me right now, Mitmont. Well, I whether or not he's trolling, I don't know. I appreciate him fessing up. Listen, I'm actually new to trading. Okay. So there we go. He's making progress now in the Dunning-Kruger. He's getting more competence, which the more he realizes, the more he's going to look back and be like, oh man, yeah, that was probably not a good look. I can see why that chat kind of cooked me up a little bit. This is my favorite trading show. Thank you. Okay, Esbemil. What I'm telling you right now, I'm just gonna, because if you are new and you're not trolling me, I want to err on the side of confidence. You have no idea what you're doing right now. So tap the brakes. You have a lot of learning to do, okay? So just take that as face value. You are in the doldrums of the Dunning-Kruger effect right now. Again, Dunning-Kruger effect, it's Kruger, that should bring it up. No, dog. All right, maybe that'll bring it up. There it is, right here. Did a video on this, who knows how long ago. Years ago. There, for anybody that's just a little more interested, this is what we just witnessed right here. Boom. Dunning-Kruger effect. And we are bleeding. I've been following you for a long time, and you're the most genuine trader I know. Well, I appreciate that. Is some of it an act in the bottom right-hand corner? Sure. Like, am I as mad as I seem to be or frustrated? No, not really. But do I get a little passionate every now and then? I sure do, brother. I'm sorry I caught you late so soonly. I've got to head out, but I sub and turn out. Great. Well, we'll see you next week. Coffee for mama. What's the most memorable live stream you've ever had? Darcy, Sergio. Sergio almost sent me into retirement. So Sergio was in like a bad way. Oh, man. This feels like a total knife catch right now. I'll be honest, as Millie, I'm not sure if you're a troll or not, but if you're not and you're genuinely trying to learn, then yeah, by all means, stick around. We'll chalk this one up to a learning lesson. That's fine. We've all gone through Dunning-Kruger effect with something, so it's all good. So yes, assuming you're not a troll, you are, I mean, more than welcome. This can all be water under the bridge, onwards and upwards. Good, Frank. Glad you're enjoying. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and call this good. But before you head out, please, if you enjoy the stream, the only way that it's going to continue is you got to use code CLAY, all caps. This is completely viewer supported. Maybe someday I'll get sponsorships, and someday it won't matter if you use code CLAY or not because there's sponsorships, blah, blah, blah. But we're not at that point yet. So if you do want, like I said, things to continue, then it's got to, people got to use code CLAY, and you guys have been doing great at that. I appreciate it. It was spent 1 week ago today where Take Profit Trader sent out those emails, and a lot of people lost their code. But because you guys have been using it, I got to keep it, so I didn't have to make any tough decisions about the live stream itself. So please keep using code CLAY, whether with Take Profit Trader or any of these other prop firms. Like I said, at the end of the day, if you want it to continue and you enjoy it, not to mention using code CLAY gets you discounts anyway. So whatever the current discounts are, that's what it'll get you. But like I said, code CLAY will help support it. So I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, call it good on your way out. If you don't mind hitting that like button, that would be great. I will be back Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern. And usually I show up a little early, so make sure to subscribe and then turn on notifications so you are made aware of when I go live. But this was a good one. This was fun, and almost a new record. The record will be 634 concurrent viewers, which we put at, the record's actually on Thanksgiving because the markets were open a little bit Thanksgiving morning. But we got over 600 today. So we got close to maybe a new record viewer-wise, but maybe next week will be it. So yes, hit that like button, code CLAY, all caps. Have a great weekend, everybody. Take care. And yeah, today was fun. Oh yeah, and finally, man tool.